update your phone in the middle of the night. Devastated. I woke up with mad new functions and I didn't know what to do with.
If it's not plugged into a charger, I think you can select for it to not do it.
Yeah, I just forgot. And I know, not to mention I do it because I never do it if I don't.
I'm a Droid. See, Droid, they give you an option.
See.
Wait, guys. So you want to do the 10-second or 5?
I mean, he said whenever you were ready. I didn't hear nobody say go.
Yeah, that's why I ain't.
Oh.
I can't see.
Oh. My bad. You dig it there. What up?
Y'all recording?
Nope.
What to now?
All right. All right, you can count us in, Spence. We good?
Yes, indeedy.
Yes, indeedy. Episode 50.
Episode 50.
Episode 50.
50.
Who is 50?
David Robinson, man.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Spurs, baby.
I'm bad with
See?
that.
See?
I'm nice with that, bro.
Oh, you forgot?
I'm
Glad you didn't forget.
Brian Reeves, Big Country.
Big Country. I'm Abdul Rahim fan.
Yo, he
too.
used
That's
to
my fault.
kill the Knicks.
He used to kill a lot of people. Shaq said
didn't
he
kill
was
the
his
Knicks.
hardest,
Who didn't kill the Knicks, though?
That's true.
No Nick slander, yeah.
Greg Anthony, he wore 50
Greg Anthony.
for the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Greg Anthony was nice.
I think I can get
That's a
one more.
great jersey number. That's a great number right there.
I can get one more.
Is it
One
though?
more? 50? Is there one more?
There's a
Worth?
there.
Worth mentioning?
Yeah, somebody wore 50.
That's
though.
your that's your avenue, bro.
Yeah, you gotta win
I'm
on
bad
that
with
one.
that shit.
Damn.
I used to be good at that shit as a kid, but
What up, man? Atlanta Braves. Just want to shout you out.
let's do it.
You know,
You all right?
shout out to the Atlanta Braves. I didn't really like a comment you made. You said,
Oh, boy.
we rule the Mets.
Nah, we definitely own y'all.
Y'all
That's
don't-
not a fact. Yes,
Y'all don't
yes.
own us.
Bro, Chipper Jones named his son Shay.
Fuck you, Chipper.
That's ownage, bro. That's ownage, bro.
That was cute.
He batted like 500 at Shay, bro. Like,
I
that's
hope-
ownage.
That was disrespectful.
I can't
That's
hate.
mad. That's one of the most disrespectful
that's-
sports
that's-
things ever, bro. His son is named Shay.
I like Chipper Jones, so I can't even hate on
That's
him.
like Jordan calling his son the Garden.
Yeah, like, that's
could.
super I mean, yeah, because he got, like, it was
What if
that
he
kind
did
of
that?
thing.
Violation.
I can't even hate. Chipper Jones is one of my favorite players, so I can't hate.
He was
As
that
bad as that makes it, it's just respect. See, I'm a Mets fan, but I can respect Chipper Jones.
I mean,
That's fucked up, though.
yeah, but we
But-
definitely own y'all. It's dope, though. You should hate us. It's a...
No, I don't hate. I don't hate Braves. I hate Yankee fans.
Oh my God.
I
Ain't
do
nothing
too.
worse than
You're a Yankee fan?
There's
By
nothing
the
worse
fall, I'm from the Bronx.
That doesn't mean
It means
anything.
a lot. If you're a girl from the Bronx and you're into sports, you're gonna like the
Well, even
Yankees.
if you're a dude, just because I live in the Bronx, don't mean I have to be a Yankee fan.
Yeah, but you grew up in the Bronx. How can you not?
We a little
Easy.
bit older, though. Let's keep everything funk.
Okay.
Yankees did not become a thing till mid-90s. Pre that, it was quiet.
That's
New
true.
York was a Mets town. New York was a Mets town from about 86 from when they won, until about 96 until the Yankees won. Keep shit funk. Keep shit totally funk. Early
so
90s
I'm
it
like
was
a
quiet for the
youngin'
Yankees.
Going up to the Yankees.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I can understand somebody his age fucking with the Mets cuz from the 80s till the mid 90s New York was a Mets city. So like they didn't really come out till
I mean,
the
The
Yankees
Mets'
became
jersey?
I went
permanent
to
again.
both.
What happened?
The Mets'
Both.
jersey?
I mean,
The Mets are
What?
oh no,
I'm
Q,
from
come
Queens
on,
and I ain't
the
got a damn about the
ladies.
Mets.
I don't
Even
watch
when they won,
sports,
even
man.
Hey, look, I'm from Queens. I ain't give a damn about the Mets. Win or
Oh,
lose.
the Mets is Queens.
you
Got
knew
it.
they're from
Point taken.
Queens.
Oh,
What
duh,
happened?
Met Stadium.
Of course I knew they're from Queens. I'm from Queens.
I only know it because I'd be
Only
driving.
baseball
And
She
Queens
thought
dudes
they were in
always
New
would-
Jersey.
would rock
I wasn't.
the
I
Mets.
didn't connect
No, the
it.
Mets fitted
I
though.
forgot where I was
Sometimes.
driving. Sometimes
They
I
got
drive
from
to
the borough.
Jersey.
Maybe my block.
Jersey,
Rock
New
Yankees.
Jersey Mets. That's
No, I just.
What?
Never mind.
Nah, I
Point
like
taken, I
that,
shouldn't
though.
have
Bro,
asked.
what are you
talking about, man?
New Jersey
I do
Mets,
like New
that's-
Jersey Mets though.
I don't be paying
Nah,
attention.
they
New
great.
Jersey Mets. It sounds it's like the Nets. Nets.
So then, whatever.
Nah, you was thinking
I don't
Nets.
care.
That's what it was. You
No, I
was thinking
wasn't.
Nets, you
I mean,
wasn't.
but yeah, never mind.
I was trying to help.
Lord have mercy.
I appreciate
I was
it.
trying to
You
say
want
you.
Brooklyn?
appreciate
You want
the
Brooklyn
I
Nets?
I was trying to give you what now.
I appreciate the save. No, I didn't because I guess I didn't understand why. The first question was going to be how it is that you define fanaticism, right? Because I feel like you be talking about the Lakers, and I feel like your big thing about LeBron switching to the Lakers is and like with the fans that follow that, it's not legit, right? So I guess I wonder.
Oh, damn.
What? I mean, but that's essentially what you
I'm
say.
gonna need them to leave.
Oh, yeah.
But for me,
Y'all
I guess
leave
I
LeBron
wonder.
alone.
No, but for me, I guess I wonder. The bigger question is, how is it that we're defining like fanaticism, or like when is it okay?
I hear what you're saying.
I mean, if you claim it, you claim it. Like, you ain't got to be one of those people that don't name everybody on. You know what I'm saying? That's your team. That's your team. Keep it fun. What I don't like is the team switching. And when you're an adult, you can't really do that. I feel like you allow one team switch per lifetime. And then after that, because some of y'all adults that got a new team every 3-4 years, I'm not going to say
not
no
me,
names. Not you. But I know grown-ass adults who every couple years got a new team. So not
They're
like,
sports fans.
I
They're
need
not
you to
really
drop
team.
names.
No, that's cool, but then you can't go so hard. Like they'll go, oh, your team ain't shit. Like, but like, bro, you a team whore. Like you jump, like I'm gonna be loyal to my team, whether my team go 0-82 or 0-16, whatever. That's my team next year. You a team whore. Your team go 0-16. You jumping ship, and now it's these guys. You know what I'm saying? So like.
That's true.
Don't come at me. Like that's why. And what I said was shout to the
That's
Mets
you?
fans that are still Met
that's
fans.
not me.
Nah, he still fucks with the Mets. Like through all the good and the bad, you still gonna be a fan next year. I fuck with you if you doing
I
that.
grew up in New York. I'm a Spurs fan for basketball.
Nah,
Yeah, and there's
definitely.
nothing
From my
wrong
pops and
with
my
that.
uncle.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
talking
know?
about I'm old school
I hate
Spurs.
the
D-Rock.
Spurs.
Damn.
Why?
Because I hate, what's the name? He's so fucking boring.
Who?
Yeah, Duncan.
Don't say
Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Come on, man. I know.
He's like a
I know his
robot.
shape up was messed up, but
He's
come
like,
on, my man's what? Think
he's
about
like-
it.
Shout out
he
to
robotic,
Grenada.
but he dead. He got
Think that's
5
what he's
rings though.
talking
I mean, he's
Sure
do.
nice, but he's just so like
Good job,
technical.
sir.
And the game is not exciting when he plays. I'm like, this is not exciting.
But Manu though,
What?
he make up for that, and
It's boring
and-
to me. I'm
and
sorry.
Parker and Manu ain't make up for that.
I hear you.
That's not.
Come on, my man
exciting.
brought the Euro
Nah,
step.
That's
That's not exciting.
It was
enough?
efficient, but it wasn't exciting.
It's
We
not
can't front on
exciting,
it.
yo. He doesn't turn up. It's like, I gotta
Tim
get the
don't turn
ball
up.
in the basket. That's what I'm gonna do. Get the ball
One
in the
and
basket.
two and
It's
five
like
chips- five
exactly.
chips later.
But it's like
Yeah,
he's
you
so
can't argue with
technical.
it.
I'm not. I mean, a lot of people like
Yeah.
him, but watching him, I was like, oh, this is not. It's not an exciting game, yo.
What made me a fan of his when he beat the Knicks in '99? That was
Oh, it's
bad.
Nick slander, yo.
No. Listen, I'm Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan. It's hard, but
It's so hard.
Listen,
But-
he learned this in college.
Yeah.
He like this. You know what I'm saying?
Listen though, but
Yeah.
you stuck with it. I
stuck.
respect it. I respect it. You
I
still
mean-
fuck
But
with
I
the
mean,
Knicks.
this is like
you not
stuck
jumping
for
ship.
20 years.
Yeah, it's
like,
not stuck a
Listen,
lifetime.
remember the
But
Spurs
No, I
wasn't
mean,
lit
growing
for a
up.
minute too either. When I was
Absolutely.
growing up, they wasn't lit. They was
I
getting
don't
washed.
know, though.
They was alright. They had a
Yeah,
couple
they
of
was
guys,
always-
but they
they
wasn't
was
like
always
lit.
good.
Like they got
They
lit in
wasn't.
like
They got
the early
lit
later on, like
later
99,
on.
early 2000. When Duncan and them Twin Towers, that's when.
is it
I
okay?
mean, but them Sean Elliott, David
They was
Robinson
alright.
teams was
Sean-
good.
They was okay. They were
Del
okay.
Negro
But they
and all
wasn't
them,
like,
they was
they
alright.
wasn't like you walk in the room and talk mad shit.
True. I mean, they wasn't winning the chips.
Exactly.
I give you that. Yeah, they ain't start winning chips until.
Let me ask y'all this though: is it okay to have two teams?
Nah, it's okay to like you know, like
Why?
everybody knows from the show. Like I fuck with Harden. So like if the Rockets are playing 9 times out of 10, I'm rooting for them.
It's
unless
not
they're
okay to
playing
have
the
two
Lakers.
teams.
But
It's
you
okay
can't
to
have
have
two
a.
teams.
It's okay to have a player that you might
Yeah,
like that plays for
Okay.
another
You
team.
root for them, but you
I
can't
don't
have
think it's
two
okay. You can't have two
teams.
teams.
So you can't.
Me-
So for me, real quick, I'm sorry. Like, I love the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan, but I was rooting. You guys know I'm a Steph Curry fan. I was
course.
rooting for Golden State mad hard.
That's
But
okay.
you're a Steph Curry fan.
Yeah.
Though. You're not a Golden State fan. See?
Exactly.
I'm just
True.
like I'm a LeBron fan. Wherever he go, I'm repping.
Yes, we know this.
Yeah, you know for how
We
long?
know this.
What are the things that cause y'all to like invest in a team though?
That's
To
funny.
give that
Spurs
much of a shit
Brown
about the
fan.
team.
Well,
It's almost like it's a pass. It's like a pass down. Like
Yeah,
for
it
me,
is.
like watching my dad react when the Mets would win, when they would lose. Like it made me want to get interested.
Got it.
And then
So
like
it's
say
symbolic.
with the Knicks, like when my uncle would come by, I knew it was the Knicks game on, so it was just that.
See?
You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah, you
with
can have
football,
influence.
I just love watching sports, and I remember watching Tom Brady play and how he got benched and how he lost his starting position at Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
and then how he got his shit in New England. I'm like, oh shit, Tom Brady, Patriots.
all the way. That's the one thing we agree on. But yeah, nah, it was definitely my pops and my uncle.
Yeah,
They was
yeah.
both super Spurs fans, so getting into anything basketball, it was them. And then my brother was trying to force Jordan down my throat, but I wasn't with it.
Pause.
I ain't thinking about that. You're right.
Oh,
It's
dear.
too early for that.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? When people, I do it for the listeners. They were like, yo, nobody gonna pause it? I got you. Pause.
My mom is who got me into sports, and she used to always root for the Lakers. So growing up, I was a Lakers fan.
Ring, we got to play a 3-on-3 one day. We got to get that jump shot back.
I gotta get it back,
You gotta
man,
get that
because I
jump
was
shot back.
looking bad out there.
Did you
Like,
say it was some
bad.
tournament?
Yeah.
It was, and I was just walking up and down the court, like scared of the ball. Like,
was making it look
don't
good?
pass
Yeah.
to me.
She
I
set
wasn't.
screen?
I was not making it look good. I was making it look bad.
Shoot the
There was a
J.
little girl out there that was killing it. She had game and all. Like she was like shaking, like she was doing her thing and shooting.
Remind you of your old self.
My old self.
Well, in light of episode 50, watch the segue. Power. Y'all seen Power?
I seen
I've
it.
Yep.
never-
It's a good episode.
Yo, you
I've
watch
never-
Power?
I've never watched it.
Damn!
Double dapping.
You ain't gonna dap him? You ain't gonna dap him?
My boy.
trying to
I ain't
kill me
know.
like, son, you ain't watch it. Like, bro,
Watched it.
y'all are different.
Are
Y'all different.
Is this a state of being? So is it not like not being interested,
Yeah.
just being rebellious?
It's a little bit of both because I wasn't really interested, and then everybody got excited, and then I said, I'm not watching that. When everybody talking about something, I tend to go the other way.
Me too, but I was pulled in.
See, I never got pulled in. I never like stumbled at somebody's
Yeah.
crib and then they was watching it. I never did none of that.
I got pulled in.
I've been at somebody's crib and they was watching it and I still didn't care. So that's when I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
I was
I
cold.
really
I mean, it's not like
it was on.
I will say this is the only show that I keep up with because I don't watch shows. Like I binge watch everything.
Yeah.
But this is a show that I watch weekly, which I'm like
Yeah.
surprised it has my attention to keep watching it.
Word.
But you know what? It's to the point though that I don't really care if people tell what happened
Okay.
because I'm so used to binge watching anyway. You can't spoil it for me. I don't care. You can tell me everything. I don't
I'm
care.
still gonna watch it.
I'm still gonna watch it, and it's not gonna take away anything.
I'm with you on the binge
I'm
watch.
glad.
Yeah,
but
the
I
binge
do.
watching is where it's at. So, but with Power, I actually watch. This is the only show I actually watch every week. I was like that with the first season, though. First 2 seasons of How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
That had me.
I'm still that way with it though.
I can't get jiggy
I
with
stopped.
that.
But
so.
you know what? It depends on what your motivation is for watching shows.
right.
Right? For me, like for a long time, I used to watch shows. I used to just be excited about shows that had black characters. I didn't give a shit what it was. I went to all the Tyler Perry movies just because, not saying that it was good.
I respect that.
But I was gonna like if I was gonna give my money to something, it was gonna be
black.
to exactly.
I like that.
So like that's where that came
Sidebar:
from.
Tyler Perry just is officially about to open the first black-owned
Yeah.
Production studio.
production studio.
Oh, that's so good.
That's dope. I
That's-
fuck with it.
Gotta salute that. It's coming. It's gonna be a big. It's a big deal. Like he's sending like these elaborate invitations. I don't have y'all seen them? Like I think 50 opened his.
Oh, no, I
It
haven't
comes
seen
like a birthday gift or
dope.
something
I've
crazy.
been
Like you
kinda
have to
rocking.
open it up.
Dope.
Like
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't know
I've been
nothing
under
about
a
that.
rock a little bit. I've been kind of poke out when I want to.
Oh,
word.
shit. That's what's up.
Yeah. So
But,
Okay. I've never seen none of his movies though. So
And I feel like I have to say that
Aw,
one of my
man.
girlfriends
Never
is
seen
about to
that.
be on
Wanna
one
know
of his
why?
upcoming shows.
Fucking
Once
Siamese
again,
twins
why?
here.
once again,
I don't
everybody
really
kept
fuck
Tyler Perry. I'm out of here, man. Come on, cut it out.
I mean, some of them are
Stop.
cheesy.
Yeah,
and then some of the
That Medea
commercials they
shit,
help
nah,
Medea.
watch it.
However,
Come on, bro.
he is a black man giving like black women
care,
work.
though. I don't care
High
though.
five.
And so shout out to him for an upcoming production of Sisters.
That's like saying,
And
yo,
one of my
I'll go see that, and
homegirls
I'll
is
go
going
see
to
that.
be on the show.
That's like saying,
Shout out
yo,
to Novi Brown
a pimp is employing black women, so we got
and
support.
all of the cast of Sisters. Damn it.
I don't know, what was it a good light though?
Hashtag support black film.
But was he illustrating
that.
these women in a good light though?
I haven't
don't
watched
think
it
a lot of
yet,
them-
but
I'm
I
talking
know
about
from-
like the Medea shit and all that. I was feeling like that shit was like.
But I
I
feel
mean,
like
you
there's
know,
so
it's-
many different
it's
depictions
reflective
of
of real people of black people. I mean, I don't think he gets criticized for like playing into stigmas and like certain roles of both men and women, you know. But I mean,
Martin
I
did the
don't
same
know. I
thing,
feel
though.
like what do people really want? I mean, like
People too
Martin
sensitive
did the same
nowadays,
thing, and I
anyway.
don't think he gets the same type of flack, right?
Who?
I think Martin,
Oh,
right? Martin
But that
has
was
done that. Like, there are many people who have done that, and I feel like we can definitely question people's choices around doing those things, especially with him being a black man trying to like depict things for women. I think it depends again on what you value, because we could definitely criticize him for that.
I think it's
For
because
me,
Martin was seen
my-
as comedy though.
yeah,
Agreed,
I was
but
about to say the
then
same
but then
thing.
he also did But Medea was also seen as comedy, right? It was comedy under a lot of like under heavy drama or whatever the case is. So there were negative depictions because he always had a crackhead woman in the show, and that shit irritated the shit out of me, right? Like why do we have to do that?
That's true.
However,
Medea is seen as comedy, but Tyler Perry has done a range of. So he comes under, he's under scrutiny more often because, he does play to typical stigmas. But it's like people act like it's not real though. It's real.
Like I said, there's crackheads.
I mean,
Tell me I don't know a crackhead.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
that's
the whole reason. But that's the whole reason I don't want to see it in movies.
But everybody know that crackhead. Like, oh, there you go.
Yes, but it's also important if you're like, and so this is again going back to this point of like it depends on what it is that you value, right? Because I think at the time, of course, you didn't want to see the depiction of that, but I was happy that he was giving black people work. Gotcha. Like, and every year there was a black film to go and see. You know what I mean? And this is when we like you got. Freaking Love and Basketball, and then maybe 2 years later, The Wood, and then 2 years later, like Best Man. Like,
listen, those three movies are
maybe 2 years behind.
Those are three of my favorite
but those
movies.
are not Tyler Perry.
No, I know, but I'm saying people were like, it was very scarce to see good black film.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right, so like Tyler Perry became very popular at a time where. It was just like, yes, put more black people on television. Right. Like, give me something to go and watch because, like, I paid it. I thought back about the film that I paid to see, and as shitty as some of the acting was, it was just about it being black film.
There was some Tyler Perry movies that that were good. I know there was one, No Good Deeds. I enjoyed that.
That was
one.
really good.
That was good.
And The Family That Prays.
That was really good as well.
I enjoyed that one. I think he did another one.
I actually like Mad Black Woman too.
Yeah.
Mad Black Woman was really
good. It was just the ones in between. Yeah.
But even that, he was under scrutiny.
I just can't get jiggy with with the whole Medea thing.
Under scrutiny for
regardless.
But he also started on the chitlin circuit, right? Which is like very what?
Nah, you right though. I'm just dying.
So he started his audience he stayed true to what you mad because I said the chitlin circuit.
Keep it chitlin.
It exists.
Can you explain the chitlin circuit?
It is chitlin circuit.
So
but it's not the chicken circuit.
No, it was an accident, and then I switched. Oh, okay.
You said chitlin. I didn't think you said
have another sip.
Oh, me?
No, you.
You said chitlin.
I know.
I was just saying. You want to explain?
Wait, it's chitlin, right?
It is chitlin.
Oh yeah.
But now I gotta look it up. Because I don't want
She
to.
said she don't want to throw it off now. She got fact check.
Chitlin circuit meaning like it's the lower, circuit.
The mama I want to sing.
Under that,
mama, you ain't got.
Yeah. Mama ain't got no money. Starring.
Mama.
Oh, sidebar. R.I.P. Diane Carroll. We gotta give her a big up.
R.I.P. Diane Carroll.
Yes.
Word. Shout out to her. She's a Bronx native.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mom actually told me, and then I went and looked it up. She's definitely from the Bronx. She broke the rule. Yeah. Class, beauty, brains. We gotta salute her. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Hell yeah.
Word.
When she passed today?
No, 2 days ago.
Damn, I've really been under a rock.
October 4th. She passed October 4th.
Listen, I don't know.
But it's like it's just dope to when you think of her. Like all ages were like just showing love, and it's like that's something that I think women should like want to emulate, just to be like when someone says your name, to think class and to think not just positive, but it seemed like everyone like instantly I just felt like dang, like she's an icon, you know what I mean? And when our black icons like pass away, it kind of, I always get like mad because I'm like, dag, I didn't get a chance to meet this person. You know what I mean? Like, dag, I wanted to be able to meet certain people that get to certain levels.
Tell me about it.
And it's just dope that whenever she's mentioned, it's mentioned in a really, really, really grand light.
And it's funny you say that with the black icons, because a lot of times when our black icons die, a lot of times they not celebrated as much as like when white icons die. Even with our people, like I've seen when some black icons die, I'll be like, oh, this is crazy. But like when Robin Givens or somebody else white who kind of like plays into our culture a little bit, that'll just go for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've noticed that, and I've seen people just post rampantly.
That's why it's on us though to like, pay homage and celebrate and and keep certain legacies alive. You know what I mean? Like I'm already thinking of like different things to do to kind of like just to promote her and honestly, she's been sick all that time though.
I didn't realize
she
that,
had
though.
cancer.
Wow.
So, but yeah,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
I didn't know that.
Those are the things we never
Speaking
know.
of cancer, there's someone else in the news who has cancer. The No's father has breast cancer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Beyonce
Beyonce
knows
Popz?
that he has
Word?
breast cancer. Yeah.
Breast cancer, really?
Oh shit! I did not
Shout out to
know.
my mom's though. She's a breast cancer survivor,
Shout
out
out
to
to
my
her.
mom.
and she's also a Libra, October 3rd. So happy birthday,
Oh,
mom.
happy belated.
Yes, thank you,
Happy
thank you.
belated, happy
Shout out to my
belated.
mom. Oh, and my dad's birthday's today as well.
Oh, shout out to Popz.
Shout out.
I sent them a.
I fuck with the Libras.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
Gotta
family
see him
members
after.
and friends' birthdays around
Yeah.
this time.
That's poppin'. Shout out to my mom. She's a throat cancer survivor. She
Oh.
did that. Yeah.
My mom.
Cancer's like,
Breast
yo,
cancer.
fuck
It be
cancer,
crazy.
man.
It really.
Like one
Indeed.
time, we gotta let's all say it one time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fuck
Fuck
cancer.
cancer, man. Word.
Very impromptu. Like that one. But we got sidetracked though. I
Yeah.
asked if power.
Bring it
They
back.
start talking about
Oh
cancer.
yeah,
We had mad sidebars.
candid
My bad.
conversation about it.
And
There are a lot of controversial things that happened on the show this episode.
well,
Let's just say, can we all just celebrate the fact that Tariq finally got G-checked on
Yo.
finally
many occasions?
by Ghost.
He got yoked up.
I felt so bad with Tommy though.
He had the
That shit
gun
hurt
put.
my heart.
I know he had the gun. Ghost put the gun to his
Yeah.
own son.
That shit wasn't loaded though. That was why.
It was, but it still
Don't
scared
matter.
the shit out of
Still
him. Like,
did.
yo, you're playing yourself, you little bastard.
No, the entire time he was like, "You're not gonna shoot me. I'm your son."
No, because he trying to be his father, talking
Yeah.
tough, but he was scared fucking shitless. And no, he was more scared when Tommy did it though.
Yeah, he was.
Tommy
'Cause
dangled
he had
this
no
nigga
control.
over a building, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to play? You want to be in the streets?
Yeah.
Okay, you got a gun to your head, and now you're getting dangled over a building.
Man.
Back the fuck up.
It was dope when Ghost finally said like, "Yo,
Niggas
don't
hate
ever
Tariq,
don't ever think that you ever be smarter than me, or outsmart me, some shit like that."
Finally on some real dad shit. Like, I'm the father, dude.
I
Like,
mean, but he did, and he still there's still shit that ghosts don't know. Like
Like
Tasha
what?
was able to figure out the fact that he was in cahoots with
wait,
Vince.
stop. Let's talk about Tasha.
So
Are you-
wait,
Okay,
don't go
okay.
there,
Because
and you're
I'm not-
screwing up your face
I
already.
am.
And so
I'm not fucking with
another
the
thing,
ending.
come
Thank
on,
you.
man.
My God, fuck
And
with
but
you.
this is why I need y'all to watch the after show. Y'all have to watch the after show.
Okay.
Fuck Terrence J.
I mean,
I love Terrence J.
Courtney Kemp was on the after show.
Who?
The writer,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
writer
we're
Courtney
on
Kemp was on the after show,
Okay.
and
We're here for
she
good.
like
Yeah,
she
for real.
speaks about it, and she speaks about it in an interesting way because I
pockets
felt
all
the
day.
same way, but I also understand the reasoning behind it, and I guess we could get into it. See, this is the shit that I hate. Poor black women, they can never,
Oh come on, Q. But
they
No.
can never win.
First of all, let's get to the actual topic. We're gonna fast forward to
Yeah.
the end. I'm just gonna say, all right. So for you guys who don't know, whatever, like she realized that her son
He wasn't gonna
wants
change.
not only wasn't going to change, but he basically wants to sell drugs.
Yeah.
He wants to be like his father that he hates either way, and so she is basically encouraging him.
She's not encouraging him.
Wait, let me finish.
Encourage is the wrong
Wait,
word.
no, it's not. Oh, wait. So her sentiment rather is that since this is what you really want to do, and you're gonna lie, you keep lying, and I keep catching you, I'm going to teach you the game. What's your thoughts on?
Hell no, you can't be putting your
Thank
kids
you.
in
But
that
before we
shit.
do that, right? Let her give her context,
Please.
because you saw the after show. I don't think. All right, I'm gonna say my opinion, and then you give it context. My opinion is I don't think I'm not judging her. So again, I could see the side, but watching that when she said it, I did not respect that at all. I would not. No, fuck that. You're gonna either listen or you're gonna get the fuck out. Not even get the fuck out, because I don't even like that when parents kick their kids out. He's not there yet, but you're either gonna listen, abide by my rules, or it's gonna be consequences. That's just it. I'm not gonna tell you how to become the best drug dealer, yo.
So let me give the build up, right? A year prior, the kid has a twin, and the twin is dead because that same kid was caught up in some shit, right?
A twin?
There was another
Yeah,
one.
the sister is a twin.
Yo,
She was
Raina was his twin.
okay.
She's younger. I
No, she's his twin. So, and hear me out. There's something wrong, right? There's something wrong with the show because I thought Raina was younger as well. Go back to maybe episode 2 or 3, and they refer to her as a twin. And so there was something wrong with the entire production of the show because I also thought Raina was younger.
Either
So
way,
like
was-
it definitely caught me off guard when they said it as well. So you
They
saying
said it
you
in the
reacting that
after
way?
show?
No, they said it on the show and in the after show. They referenced her as being the twin. So, however, but what I'm saying is, like, I agree with you that it caught me off guard that she was a twin because I thought that she was younger as well. And so that means there's something wrong with the entire production of the show. Notwithstanding, Raina is his twin, and she was murdered a year prior because he was caught up in some shit, right? He actually saw her get shot and was there while it happened.
I remember y'all talking about
all of that is effed up, blah, 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 blah.
Gangster.
Yeah. There are many things that happen, right? This kid has recently decided to sell drugs at the private school that he's away at. I don't know what he's selling.
Pills.
Some type of pill, but I don't know what type of pill is what I'm saying.
Oxys.
Oh.
Adderall.
So is power basically the wire stretched out?
Not quite, because the it's more like
it's more glamorous.
It's more
right?
more glamorous. So it's not the wire is where it's going down at.
I love the wire.
Power.
They don't pay attention to that part at all.
Power is more so that this guy came from that neighborhood and he made it, and now he's trying to get out of it. But now his son get pulled back in. That's what it's like.
All right.
And someone who's trying, So, but he keeps getting wrapped up into different shit, right? He's selling shit on his own. He's lying to his family about it. He goes into a warehouse and steals his uncle's pills and starts stealing that shit. He gets caught up with another drug dealer who holds him ransom, but he also has some connection to the drug dealer because he's plotting with the drug dealer.
Sidebar: the drug dealer is mafia, so it's like Italians that he's fucking with.
Gangster.
It's extra gangster.
So the last episode, the mafia people and them held him
hostage,
to get to the family.
But Ghost is so smart that he kind of negotiates that.
Yeah, Fortunato Brothers, not even the pizza shop. There's the pizza shop, and then there's Fortunato Brothers Bakery. And Fortunato Brothers, when I moved there, I was like, yo, so I'm over there. My shorty, she they not mobsters. I'm like, they mobsters. I get up every morning. I get up real early, 6 in the morning. I go do my Muay Thai workouts. I do mad different stuff. Every morning, it's a bunch of old dudes there reading newspapers, and police pull up, talk to them, leave. Maseratis pull up.
Where's this?
It's in Brooklyn.
I don't know what you are talking about, sir.
And it's crazy. And I'm like, yo, I had to look it up. Then I look it up. The Fortunato Brothers, they was mobster dudes who caught up in some mobster stuff. They killed somebody and all of that. It's an HBO special on them and all that. And they bakery is across the street from me. And they red velvet cheesecake is lit.
So we're not gonna film this episode.
Are we gonna? Yeah, we gonna cut this one out.
We have no ties.
Nope.
This guy just said.
You said the bakery still exists? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right,
I want no parts of it.
Me don't see nothing.
You're not going
to see nothing and no way I talk about nothing.
What she just said.
So, Ghost thinks that he scares the kid into his shit, right? In this very same episode, he pulls, the episode starts out with the father pulling the gun on him. They go through, the father tells him to stay away from the partner. He goes and lies to the partner, et cetera, et cetera. But all while this is happening, this kid is trying to get more weight to move. All while it's happening. This mom, she lost her kid. The father, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe in it. And because I also felt as though she had, the ability to affirm James St. Patrick's, wants with stepping out of the game early on. But she was like, oh, this is what you know.
Same thing.
So don't get me wrong. I don't respect her for that. But I understand the desire to equip your kid. Because, the reason why we don't like the idea of you throwing your kid out is because, all you're doing is removing the issue from around you.
Right. So that's why I took that back.
I'd rather her be a mom and equip her kid with the fucking skills to be.
That's why I took that back. I don't really, when I hear stories, even of friends that I don't know. I'm not gonna say parents can't I guess I don't agree with that. I don't agree with parents kicking their children out. And I know a lot of people have been kicked out of their parents' house. I just think, as a teen, I think that's foul. That's just my opinion on that. That's not another topic. But I don't think that a parent should be get the fuck out of my house.
As a teen.
They just be saying that shit. They don't mean it.
No, there are people. I have friends that were kicked out at 16.
I grew up with a friend because my mother let him in because he was kicked out at 14.
That's not cool, yo. I mean, what can he be doing that? I know he has
just
bad
regular.
kids.
It wasn't doing nothing crazy neither.
I don't respect that. That's another topic we can get into. But I'm just saying that as much as I've done or whatever, I don't know.
Tariq needs to get his ass whooped, and he
almost got his ass whooped.
He needs to die on the show.
No. So I actually, and what's crazy is that if he does die, I feel like it will be his Uncle Tommy who does it.
I think
Which
it
is
was
crazy because like the way that went down. Oh, let's talk about Lakeisha becoming a mini gangster on the show.
That's funny.
and then really she was put back down to earth after a while too when she got cut. When she realized how real it
That
is.
wasn't put that. She clapped him though.
She did, but then it's like, okay, it's real now. You know what I'm saying? And then
She's like, oh, this is
with
what they're talking about.
Like,
Yo,
that story
like,
within itself was going to be
rest in peace, Big G.
Huh?
He set that up.
Yeah.
You know, 2-Bit set the whole thing
Sure
up.
did.
Trying to
That's
scare.
his name?
Yeah.
I don't even know his name. But 2-Bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny.
2-Bit sound like a street.
You ain't
Yeah.
see this episode yet.
Grew up on a
No, I saw it. I watched it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
You don't be paying attention to the details.
Yeah.
Not 2-Bit.
You probably pay attention like my sister.
Rest in
No,
peace,
he's
Black
the one
Grimace.
that which one is Black
I know,
Grimace?
BG.
Oh, homeboy, yeah. He's a comedian in real life.
Really?
Shout out to my guy Fi. Who came here. He
Yeah.
interviewed him on his podcast.
Yeah, that was dope.
Word.
Nah,
That's
I mean,
cool.
it's cool. Power.
It was a good app. Tariq finally got to experience some consequences of the bullshit that
He
does.
don't give a shit.
He
He
don't.
still was trying to get drugs.
I was gonna say that. So my thing is, that's how determined he is,
Lost face like
because he don't even have a real
Word.
He got kicked out of school.
For real?
He got kicked out of school.
No, but with this episode, he just got into another one, so he don't really care because
No, I'm
he has
saying
another
that he's
opportunity
going
handed
so
to him.
hard for drugs when he just wanted the drugs. It's like he's acting like he's some poor kid that needs bread. He doesn't.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, for him to get
about
in the
that.
game, it just doesn't make
because
sense.
he doesn't need to be in the game.
It doesn't make sense. That's why I feel like it'd be
grew
best
up
if he
rich.
but
just,
that's
in the
because
private
you
school.
guys.
he
so,
just needs to get
But
clapped.
that's very surface, right?
Oh, not clap.
It's a surface
Yes.
thought. It's not that he wants to be in the game. He
Fuck.
wants to that's about aspiring to be your dad, someone that you probably don't have another connection to aside from that.
Oh, I see.
Like
what
there's
you're saying.
something
Maybe
more
not
to
your
that.
Dad, but you a
Nah.
fast
Come
money.
on, don't be
what it
surface
is.
about it.
What do
Tariq
you mean?
needs to die.
Oh.
He just needs to die.
You sound like you need
That's
to
how
ask
I
him for that.
felt. That's how I felt when Game of Thrones with the
You still feel that way, even though now his mom is about to like teach him the game.
even
and
with
all
that, it just doesn't make sense. Like, even with that whole thing when she.
Oh, we're
that-
not. You know
that
what?
scene
Let's
doesn't
not
make
go there
sense.
with McCray because I have
No,
the whole. 'cause
let's
you
not
know
do
I
that.
Be feeling.
No, because that whole thing, as far as coming from a writer's perspective, like, I just hope it just doesn't go down like a wormhole.
What she said, and it's funny, Courtney Kemp on the after show said that this was the biggest issue that she had, like negotiating with the network this season. Like that move, like that last scene with
Of the mother.
of Tasha saying, like, "Let me teach you the game."
Because it comes all down to that.
I would want my parents to come teach me. I would want my parents to teach me.
How about not teach your kid the game because you don't want him in the game?
I mean, so you don't
'cause
want
he's
him in the
lying
game,
so
but
much.
if you're
Yeah.
going to do it, then teach me.
That was her
Alright,
whole thing.
pretty much
He's
if
lying
not,
so
Nah,
much.
you're not the adult. Like, we don't
Yeah, I'm
Right.
do
sorry.
what you want to do.
That's what I'm
motherfucker.
saying.
Like,
You
I mean, that's what you're gonna say. So what are you gonna do? Kill them?
And
Are you gonna
Nah,
kill
send
them?
his ass to military school or something. I don't know.
And
He
he's-
is in the private school.
and he's still lying.
away.
And he still lied and did
And
what he
he's
wanted
still
to do.
selling drugs on campus.
I will beat your ass.
He just
His
but then
father
he
pulled a
need to
gun
get locked
out on him.
Nah, it
He
ain't
needs
no
to get
problem.
locked
I will
up.
bust your.
yeah, but for real, he
Nah,
need to
son.
just get.
Thank you.
Somebody need to put them hands on him quick.
Well, they
Cut it
did.
out.
So he
this
doesn't
episode.
breathe
They
anymore.
dangled him over a roof.
Nah,
And let
that's
him
not
go.
And
fucking
he
involved.
still wanted to
That's a
sell
threat.
drugs.
That's a
Let him
threat.
go.
That's a threat.
They
I
got
will beat the shit
they
out
got
of
they got to suplex him.
you. Dead ass.
No, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's more to do
Definitely.
than to get there, but I also understand like from a filming's point of view because we're talking about a show. But I'm bringing my perspective about that show and thinking that if I were a parent and I were at my wit's end with like trying to keep you away from the thing, what the fuck is the next thing that I would do
Whip that ass
if I did that?
every time, nonstop in these streets. All of that.
I don't know because
Oh,
like
yeah.
easier said. I'm not a parent, so I don't know.
I just.
I
Wash
mean,
him
he
up
needs
all
he needs
day.
to be embarrassed.
Yeah,
as
just
well.
embarrassed.
Don't
Just
do
wash them up. Like, listen, this is
Because
not
they
your life.
end up
Ghost
like a
should've
lot of
washed
the
him in the street.
episodes. They and every little dumb shit that he did, it was always like, boy, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you.
I
no,
agree.
I'm gonna
Nah.
do with you is get
It's-
the bat to your
yeah.
ass. Like what
Wash
the hell?
I agree.
up
And if
out
I
in
did
these
all of those
streets.
things and it still didn't work,
She never
then I'm
did
teaching
that,
you.
though. She never
homie
put
beat
hands on him.
from belly. Make him straight.
I thought there was an episode where she tried to whip his ass.
Yo, make him
Like
straight.
one of
tried.
the choices.
But I feel like
It's
with
always I'm gonna get your father.
and then with Ghost, I feel like he could have reacted. I understand.
Go should have been yoked him
With
up.
Proctor,
See, it's
even
in
with
the-
that shit, even finding out, putting the
also
pieces
perspective.
together. I know perspective, but it's just like,
But it's a
Damn.
bunch of times, not only her, but when he did bullshit, Ghost Ghost should have been like smacked the shit out of him. It's because he was out of line. He was disrespectful just as a child to your pops.
I 100% agree.
This is without even hearing all his bullshit.
He get
he's like,
up.
fuck out of here to his pops. What?
Get washed
if I was saying fuck out of here to my moms, I would not be fucking living, yo.
Dude, my brother, I remember
See,
my
but
older brother
I feel like we're
tough.
thinking about this from a point of
Popz.
view where children don't have, like, they don't have the right, right?
I'm
Hear me out.
speaking as a child.
Wait,
Hear
they
me
don't
out.
have the right to what?
Hear me out, because
Children
as
don't
a
got no rights in black households.
I know that because I grew up in a black household.
Dictatorship.
But do we still feel that way, like, as we're becoming more advanced in the world, as we sit down here as, like, educators and different types of people who feel as though children should
I'm
have...
thinking about
talk
the
to
shit
your
that he was
parents.
responsible for.
You can't say
Don't get
fuck
me
out
right,
of
I'm
here
not-
to
It's
your
a
parents,
dictatorship, not a democracy.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You ain't
That's
no
the
fair.
rule.
But
ain't
we'll
no
go
rules, you get
down.
fair.
We'll go down a
Interesting.
wormhole. I mean,
Interesting.
I'm anxious to see
I
what
watched my
the
pops punch my
next
older brother
episode
down
is.
some steps because he was acting tough.
I'm anxious to see what's happening on the next
I
episode.
think that's
Power.
what needs to happen.
Previously on Power.
I never watched Power, but whoever this dude is, he need to ass whip it.
He needs to die.
And that's what Keisha told him. She was like, you
know-
need your ass.
But
beat
I
a long time
also,
ago.
but I didn't fuck with, like, how she handled that either, because I feel like
But she still told Tommy though.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, if you are my child's godmother and you, like, are handling him like he's a stranger, that's a problem to me.
It wasn't like a stranger.
Well, for me, like, she didn't even let him in the house. I just fundamentally,
But
it
now-
depends
sound
on the
like a
things
nigga
that you
not to let in the
value.
house.
I was feeling you.
He sound
I was feeling you at first. I was feeling the same
That's
way.
funny.
But now that you say that, he only wanted to see Tommy for what? To get more drugs?
No, I felt like he wanted
confess.
to. I feel like he wanted to confess,
But he got hit with it before he could. Okay.
and maybe he did
I
want to
thought that
confess
was. I
after
don't
looking
like
at that
when
scene.
women do that anyway. Like, mind your business. This is not even your.
Yeah, like, what about me and Kat? Like, that's his godfather.
But women do that
What you
a lot,
doing?
like in real life.
Yeah,
Like,
they do, and
that's not
but,
your
but I feel like it's
place.
fucked up.
That's-
but actually, no, they do.
That's not your. That's not your nephew. It's not. That's
You talking
your
about Lakeisha?
I'm talking about Keisha. That's her
Yeah.
man's, family, quote unquote.
I feel you, but
it's not for you to be like, don't come back here. Who are you to tell my nephew don't come back here?
I hear you, but everything that revolves around Tariq, somebody dies, and he's like
No,
the Omen child.
Yeah, but you can't.
He is not.
But you can't tell a child.
Wow,
like,
but we're not holding anyone around him accountable for the
Exactly.
like
That's
for who the
true.
fuck he is. This is so funny to me.
Fuck Tariq.
Like, all of you that have children, be mindful and pay attention to the shit that you're doing, right?
Yes,
And
of
make
course,
sure you
'cause
know
you
that
teach
the
them
things
that
that
shit.
you do, they're paying
watch.
attention to all of that shit. Because no one is speaking about, like, Tariq as a victim. That child's a victim, in my opinion.
somewhat of a victim, but
I feel like
man.
so we gotta watch it. Y'all have to go back and watch from episode 1.
I don't know, because I look at it from real life. I know dudes who grew up in real gangster households, like they pops do gangster crazy shit, and then obviously one sibling follows and the other one doesn't. So you do have that frame of mind to do something different if you want to. Like,
So good.
I suppose
So Power.
I agree.
Moving
it's a
on.
good show.
yeah, you got the white MacBook. That shit lit.
Yeah, this is the old one,
That's- that shit-
1997.
That shit is in museums.
I think this
now.
one's the sign. I think it's the first one that they made in the garage.
Yeah, bro.
Classic.
In Palo
That's the
Alto.
classic.
Yeah.
In the garage.
My dude,
Yeah.
you got firewire cable,
Yeah,
bro,
aight,
and
aight.
a phone line cable.
Yep, you know I'm doing everything. This drink been on 48% for 20 minutes.
Yo, you got an AOL
That's
CD.
what's up.
He got a
He's like, but I got battery life
Yeah.
though.
he got an AOL CD in his book bag for internet service.
Welcome.
Free 6 months, right?
Yo, I remember there was
Free
one time.
6 months.
What was it? Net Zero. Anybody ever steal them Net Zero CDs?
Yeah.
We used to have that
Netscape.
shit in abundance.
Man, those were the times.
Look, wasn't it?
Dial up.
Now,
I heard they brought AIM back. Like, I heard his AIM
For
was
what?
dead.
For real.
For the old heads.
Yo, I took. Oh, never mind.
nostalgia.
That's just
I'm not
lit.
sharing.
AIM was lit. Remember putting a away message on somebody like fuck you, you ain't. Remember
never
they
done
added
that.
the
what you gonna
noises
use
when
AIM
you-
now for? Like away message, nigga, you on the gram? I see you.
Like this
Son,
door closing when people leave and shit.
Open.
Man, what the?
Yo, you had whole full blown relationships with chicks on AIM you ain't never met in your life. Like
Some chick from Wyoming.
Yup, that ass.
So Wyoming.
That ass.
Keep going.
Oh,
What the
Lord.
fuck were y'all doing on AIM?
Yeah,
That was
What? Nah, niggas used to be in them
pimping
channels.
all over the world. That's what we was doing.
Clearly.
pimping all over the world.
Clearly.
Shit.
Furthest I went out to the Bronx.
One
What?
in
ASL
Minnesota
location.
for ASL. Remember that shit?
Oh, yes.
ASL pick.
Oh, my
Word.
God.
All that.
Location.
Yeah, y'all definitely have gone
Send
to different
me.
territory.
Am I messed up? Am
Yeah,
I racist? Because
location.
I ain't mess with white girls on AOL, but
I mean,
That was the beginning.
that was the
of it.
beginning. Yeah.
Like, because all I was around was.
Speaking
black
of those things, and not really, but canceling season. There's a lot of shows that's being canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for being the bearer of bad news.
Cause
Kia.
shits be
you said
corny.
No
shows?
problem.
Shows.
Was getting
It's just something
canceled.
that's about a lot of shows that have a lot of black cast
Yeah.
are being canceled.
are being canceled.
Well,
off
it's
of,
part of the.
off of big networks though.
Yeah, it's part
Are
of
they
the,
good, though?
the push, though.
In my opinion, they,
Black Lightning
their
is-
show Black Lightning
is
is
great.
dope as fuck.
Don't make that face, bro.
It's
Black Lightning
okay,
is great.
yo.
What?
That shit is corny.
No, it's not. No, but think about its
I
target
liked
audience.
it at
You
first,
ain't
but it
shit.
lost me.
So
It's
you
type
might
cheesy.
Get
might
out
feel
of
like
the
it's
intro.
cheesy though, right?
The intro's
Think
terrible.
about the target
but
audience.
Lightning is back.
I'm not the target audience. I'm black.
No. So
He
because
said,
if
I'm like the
I would
30-year-old males. Like that's literally.
I don't
the
think that they
shit
would
you
be
want.
targeting
like,
you. I would think that they'd be targeting like young black
Okay.
families. You know what I
Okay.
mean? People to watch that shit on family night.
Oh, all right.
I
So
enjoy
to put
it.
something,
I feel
and
you.
I enjoy it too.
It's a family
God damn
friendly.
it.
Do you think it's an
song.
attack on blackness, though?
What you mean?
That they just canceling all
Oh,
these
I-
shows?
Now Black Lightning
Well,
ain't corny,
if you
bro.
let my conspiracy
'Cause
theory
it's a
have its
definite-
ass,
I'm with you. Cause
like
I, think
feel
it's
like it is.
I think it is.
Black Lightning, Claws, Dear White People, Star, Empire.
Wait, they canceling Dear White People?
Yes, they
I'm
are.
out of
Last
here,
season.
man. I'm out of here. This is facts. Now they got me going. Now I didn't know that.
Why they can't?
Why they doing that?
Dear White People, this is the last season. I didn't even know that this was the last season of How to Get Away with Murder. Though.
I'm not mad at that.
Hold up, they canceled Dear.
That's
they
like 9
canceled Dear
seasons.
White
though.
People.
How many seasons was that?
6.
Oh, 6.
Damn,
That's
and,
still
and
good.
Blackish still
in this
going?
in this day and age though.
But Blackish is the shit.
They don't
Blackish
make
better not go nowhere.
They got
Me too.
mixed
I watched 2 episodes.
Yeah, I've watched
yesterday.
it. I watched an episode of it.
That's a reach though, right?
What?
Mixed-ish.
Yeah.
No,
it's-
not necessarily.
It's,
It's
like a
cool.
prequel. It's the mother's.
Yeah.
It's
shit, right?
even though they like
Wait,
for me
what?
they fucked
It's
up.
the mother's.
No,
mixed
it's not.
story,
Not
right?
really because Rainbow's mama is white, and this mom is
I don't
black.
know. I don't watch none of this shit. So
Oh, got
I
it.
don't know. That's
Yeah,
what
Blackish
told
is
me.
lit though. You
Rainbow's
watch
mom is
that.
white.
I will co-sign that.
No, no,
I
no,
watched
no.
some
Remember what
episodes
people
of Blackish
say.
Rainbow's Mama's
before,
white.
but
No,
it doesn't
she's
keep
It
me
doesn't
enough
hit
to
you?
keep
On-
watching it.
Wait. You said
Like I catch it.
Rainbow.
no, in on the show Blackish.
Yeah.
No.
Her
She's
mom is
black.
white.
No, she's black on the show because
Whoa.
one of the Bridges
black?
brothers is her father on the show.
Whose mother
No,
is white?
her. In my
Rainbow's
opinion,
mother's
Rainbow's
white.
mom is white on the show. Stop.
What are
Like,
you talking about? Yeah. Rainbow's mother is
let
white
me tell you
on
from
Blackish.
the 2 episodes that I remember. When the little girl first had her menstrual cycle and she got
The mother came up.
The
Yeah.
mom came and she got
I remember that.
information from the white grandmama and the black grandmama. Black
Yup.
grandmama being what's my lady's name? Come on,
You know,
guys.
what's her name?
Come on, guys. Sugar honey iced tea.
Take your
Shit.
chance.
I'm mad when I could picture somebody's face.
Jennifer
Jennifer Lewis.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Lewis.
She's the mother of Anthony Anderson.
Yes, but I don't know if you remember the episode that I'm
Rainbow's
talking
mom
about.
is
But
white,
Rainbow's
though. But
mom
she's
was on that
light-skinned.
episode. She's white.
She's not light skinned. She's
She wasn't
white.
white. She's straight up
I'm
white.
about to Google it.
Thank you.
Bro, stop it, man. Stop it. She's white,
So then
bro.
who is mixed-ish about though? Because
That's
what I'm
mixed-ish
saying.
is supposed to be.
They
what
messed
That's what I
up.
thought.
They messed
Very
up
cool.
then.
That's what I
Messed up.
think.
Messed
I
up
feel
on
like they
the
fucked
premise
up.
of the show.
Yeah.
Somebody said this.
But isn't it a fuck up anyway? Because blackish is supposed to be if you're blackish, you're not fully black, right? You're blackish.
No, but I thought that was a way of saying like black shit, but not saying ish.
I'm
Am
talking
that,
about.
like you see what I'm saying? When I
Yeah,
first saw
because
it,
mixed-ish is her show of how she was like half
That's
black.
what I
and
thought
half
as well.
She is mixed.
oh, let me see.
Because
I can't even hate.
Mixed-ish is
Oh,
her
shit.
show.
Told you.
I
This is
never-
her.
About how,
But on the
yeah.
show, why she
On the
seems
show,
so
she dark
white?
as shit because
Yeah.
she's Tika Sumter's. She's Tika Sumter, and
Yeah.
Tika Sumter's like dark. So
I
disagree
ain't mad at
still.
that.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
she's still
All right,
black.
all right.
That's fair. You got that.
I know I got it.
Whoa,
But they should have got somebody of a different complexion.
Whoa.
What happened?
I know I got it. I know I got it. Look at that.
You was coming for me though.
I mean, because you deserve to be. But it wasn't even me hard body. But
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were.
But he Googled it though.
That's what's
I
up.
can't
If-
for you.
when we go back to
But
the
I've been
tape-
coming for him for decades, so he kind of just used
No,
to it.
but-
He ignores me.
That's true. That's true.
No, but he conceded. You were like,
Thank you.
nah, fuck that.
Yeah, you like.
But I can see it after he showed the photo.
Yeah.
And damn, it was like 3 seconds apart. I feel like you just be trying.
Y'all
I
just
feel like
have
this
your,
hate
like,
in your heart
brother,
for me,
sister
but
shit.
it's okay.
It's okay.
You cannot give me any advice.
I don't give a shit. I wasn't trying to give you none.
Shit.
That was cold. That was cold.
Yo, rest in peace to my man. What's his name?
Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Nah. Lennox.
Yeah, I heard Lennox.
Rest in peace,
Make
Lennox.
good fun.
Oh, yes.
Lennox.
Boop. Big up one time.
Walk and live. Nobody would know what the fuck I'm
Yo,
talking about.
man.
Yo.
You want to romp with
Yo,
me?
speaking
You
of
want rock with me? He said,
Oh,
Big
no.
Uzi, make Nick on like Rottweiler.
Yo, we.
That was my nigga.
That was my guy.
Oh my God, he used to make.
Remember we used to
So many jokes
Yo,
on
remember
that
that shit?
What?
Yo.
That was the
I
best
got
part
that
of
on
the
DVD
movie.
too.
I'm mad that he died in a fucking car accident.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
You gotta go out better than that, bruv. Like, come on, man.
Damn.
And I literally just watched Shotas the other day, too.
Make
Yo,
it
shit.
so hard.
Yo.
But you just said my lingo.
Yo.
Top Boy is the shit, though.
Yo,
Top
bro.
Boy is the shit.
Yo, bro.
Thank you,
But we
guys.
about time you
And I
watched
start
it.
saying bruv because I've
Bruv.
been hanging out with these London
Oh,
niggas.
so you
Bruv.
haven't watched
I've
it
been in
yet.
London.
talking
Yo,
like that for 3
I've been
weeks.
in London hanging out with
That's my
Yeah, that's
shit.
a
Octavius
meme,
ass.
yo. That face right there.
I've been moving around. I done caught the word bruv. I say bruv so much now. Dude,
Bruv is
Yo, that's
better
my
than
shit.
nigga.
Bruv. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like bruv. That's the wave.
Bruv is the
Aight,
way.
bruv.
Chill, bruv.
I say that all the time, bruv.
One of my kids, funny story, in class on Friday, I'm like, all right, bruvs, we have to work on our papers. It's like, oh, Mrs. McCray, Top Boy Summer House?
No, Top Boy
No,
new season.
Top Boy new
buddy.
season,
New
brother.
season, bruv.
Bruv.
No, but you know, after they watched Summer House, and they went back to after they watched the new season, they went back to Summer House.
That's dope. I like bruv.
But I
Bruv is
watched
lit.
Summer House
You just
3
gotta
years
listen.
ago.
You just gotta listen to Mad Skepta. That's all you
Right,
gotta
bruv.
do. That's all you
Isn't
gotta
it?
do.
In it.
Isn't it?
In it.
That's all I got.
That's what
And that's how they all
You
talk.
get
It's
me.
mad
You get
funny.
me in there.
You get me in it.
So which
Shout out
character
to
do
the
you?
UK, man.
Which character
is
do
lit.
you like? Are you rooting for mostly on?
Top
Sully.
Boy?
Really?
No,
It's
not
funny that
Sully.
you say that. Did you watch
The
Summer House
Shane.
then?
Yeah, I watched Summer House.
And you still still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Nah,
like,
the Shane all the way, man.
Yeah, I have to agree with her.
It's one of those.
Sully was
He's a
like
hothead, but he's matured.
Yeah.
No,
Like I watched
like the
Summer House
evolution?
again. Yeah, I watched.
no. Sully in Summer House was not, beyond the hothead. He's G, but he was fucking up a lot of shit and doing mad. Like you telling your man,
That's wild.
I'm not gonna do it. Then you go ahead and do it. Like that whole shit with the little boy. That didn't even have to go down. That's why I didn't understand that.
Wait,
why,
what shit with the
With
okay,
the,
got
you know,
it.
where Duchesne was trying to respect him, like, okay, I'm gonna give you the money for the first joint, but after that, if you're gonna continue going on, you're gonna have to work for me. But he was still respecting his brain as a youngin.
Yeah.
There's still like ways to learn off the street. Like not every, you know what I'm saying? Like he was still trying to like big bro him. But Sully went and robbed him. And then you got the man shot.
Yeah.
He did that mad times. That's why I didn't understand why in the new season why Sully was upset with Duchesne. Like,
Sully's a hothead, so Sully
No.
always felt as though Duchesne like kept shit from him, and
but
technically
he
did.
No, but Sully kept shit from Duchesne. Every time Duchesne would be like, "Okay, Sully, we're gonna do it like this." Sully
There was
would go and
something-
do it his own way, more than one time.
That's the way, bruv.
That's that's not the way, bro.
Stop the way, bruv.
It's not the way.
Fucking Wonkas.
Fucking wonkers. Mess
You
with
got
the
the
money
food,
in
bruv. It's the food, bruv.
Food.
The food,
Give me the
bruv.
food, bruv.
Give me the food, bruv. Nah, but it's a dope show.
And you peep homegirl from Wakanda.
Yeah, from the first one. Yeah.
It's mad funny that people still say Wakanda homegirl.
I know, right?
Yeah, because
Like the
I
movie's
get
not
the
Black
real-
Panther.
Yo,
real place.
Yo, everybody knew what she was talking about. Nobody
That's
missed
black
a
shit.
beat.
But that's black
shit.
shit.
That
Yeah.
is
Black
black
shit.
shit. Yo,
Yeah.
Shorty from Wakanda. You be like, I know, Shorty.
Shorty from
so
125th
mad.
from Wakanda.
Wait.
Wakanda
I'm
and
so
Lexington.
mad that I said homegirl from Wakanda.
And I knew what you were saying.
But notice
We all
nobody,
knew.
everybody was like, yeah, we
No
know
one
exactly what
contested
you're
it.
talking about.
Even Reef, who hasn't seen the episode, like, yeah, she was up there on Wakanda.
Now that you need to watch, Reef.
Wait, hold on. You ain't watch. Come on, bruv.
So wait, Reef, what was the last thing that you watched though?
The Cowboys.
Reef is like, I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro.
Pretty much. It's all a
You dead
conspiracy.
You dead ain't watch that though?
Come on, bro.
Shows like
Come
that.
on, my dude. It's not even a
Can you
show.
share why though?
I don't, it's
One
just-
inkling
it's
reason,
just
bro.
dope. Whatever. I don't know. I watch different shit. If I'm not watching ESPN, then
I watch ESPN too.
But you gotta
Brain
make
shit,
time for
nature
Top Boy,
shit.
bro.
sometimes
I have time.
or YouTube.
I have time.
I'm watching shit
What you
like
watching
that.
on YouTube?
I watch shit like I don't know.
Hamburglar.
What you be watching anime?
Hell no.
Hamburger.
Cut it out, bro. I watch anime. I tried to have a moment with you.
Nah, I don't. I don't fuck with that. I'm not one of those dudes.
Well, you said it like it was something wrong with those dudes.
I'm not one of those motherfuckers.
As I just said, I watch it.
I'm not one of those dudes.
I don't know. I got some of my best friends fucking that shit hard body, and they be trying to talk to me about it. Like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
My cousin put me on to Fist of the
North Star. That's my favorite anime.
As a
That's my first one.
And then I followed a couple of them.
That was the first cartoon I seen somebody die for real, and like somebody died.
That shit was gangster.
It was gangster.
I can't get into that shit.
Damn, y'all niggas
Pokemon count.
You can't get into.
I was about to say, I used to watch Pokemon.
I watch
I
Pokemon.
can't. Like, I mean,
You
I
gotta
would.
watch the dope ones.
I'll try.
That's what I'm saying. You got. I'll put you on, bro.
I'll try. Thanks, bro.
Put you on, bro.
I mean, yeah, tomato.
Y'all could just-
We
y'all could
got,
call me
since we're
London
talking about
B from now
Top
on.
Boy, we gotta salute Drake because that's
Why?
who backed.
Stop it. Dudes don't fuck with dudes.
No, but Drake-
Dudes in London don't really.
It don't matter.
The
Drake
grime
is
scene,
Drake is the
Drake
only.
is a culture vulture. The grime
Wait,
scene.
but Drake is the only reason why there's a Top Boy new season.
Yeah,
he backed it.
I understand that. Shout outs, but he's still a culture vulture.
How?
Because he
Came and
went
got
out there and
gigs
tried
and
to
tried
connect
to-
with the scene and steal the sound, and then dudes wouldn't let him. Ask Mims, ask a lot of the artists. Like, I'm telling you
But
right
see,
now.
this is my thing with
That's-
him. No,
that's
I
Drake.
feel you.
That's-
It's balanced, right?
It's not cool,
because
It's
I
not.
feel you, but at the same time,
Why you think Skepta stopped
wait.
fucking
The
with him?
difference between Drake and a lot of other culture vultures, black culture vultures rather, he is black, is because before you even go there,
We knew he was going there.
he's black.
I've come to the acceptance.
The
that
difference
he's black.
is one little difference. Now, I'm not saying he hasn't been wrong in some cases, but in this particular one, and even with battle rap, right, and even with his whole Quentin shit, the difference is that he always makes sure, outside of the reggae sound, I agree, because I heard the shit with that, where he,
Thank God.
one or
Coffee
two
ran
artists
from
got
him.
paid.
On
Coffee
views.
ran from him.
One or two artists got paid.
love
But the difference is he gets them to a bag. So even with Top Boy took 3 years to come back because he funded it. He saw it and it was like, why aren't you continuing the whole thing? And he went and funded. Same thing
Listen,
with battle rap.
I
He
respect
funded
that.
it.
I understand and respect that, but Drake operates for me in a double-edged sword space. Like, you mess with him, yeah, he might fund it, but then he takes over. Or he.
But how he took over with Top
But
Boy?
Top Boy is the only thing he hasn't, and I feel like he has to.
Even
operate this
battle
way.
rap, he backs King of the Dot.
Of course, that's cool because he messed with him. But his track record, he got 2 pluses and 1 million strikes. Because even like the whole thing with grime music and how he was trying to bring it across it over to America, but the way he wanted to do it, why Skepta didn't connect with it was the fact that he was stealing the sound and making it his. It was about him. It really wasn't about those artists. And just like when you think about your Quentin Millers and everybody else that's in his.
But Quentin Miller got a bag.
No, yeah, but the bag isn't always something for an artist though.
No, for someone like
recognition-
Quentin Miller would never have popped, yo.
I'm not saying he was gonna pop, but you act like he was invisible until
He pretty much was invisible.
Yeah, I'm just saying the pen. Listen,
I'm saying that as an artist first,
yeah,
right?
me too. I'm saying as an artist,
Right, so I'm saying that as an artist first, your goal is to get paid off of your craft.
Not
period.
really.
No, I'm saying that's a fact.
That's what you want.
No, every artist wants to be able to eat off of their craft.
Yes, first
It's
of all,
not about the money.
For me,
I'm
what's funny
saying to be able to just
when
do
you're
life
heard, I think
off of
when
your
you're
craft.
when you're heard, that produces the money. That's what I'm saying. And being able to be heard is not what Drake was offering Quentin Miller. Drake was offering Quentin Miller like, yo,
But he knew that. He
yeah,
made him a millionaire.
I understand that.
If I'm making you a millionaire, you have no gripe. That's on you to make your career.
But if you're
pop.
not known, you could make him a millionaire and make him known at the same time.
Was that his goal though?
That was always Quentin Miller's goal. That's where the bumping heads came. It was because Drake is eating off of this sound, and then he's also promoting this sound.
I don't know, yo, because when I hear Quentin Miller's music,
it's not as
fucking
good.
trash.
It's not as good. Listen,
It's trash
I'm with you.
juice, yo.
Drake is about delivery. There's songwriters, and then there's artists.
Same thing Kanye and
Yeah.
Consequence. No
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, a little different.
I mean, Kanye
say that
can
again?
rap. The same thing with Kanye and Consequence.
Kanye and a lot of artists, though.
Kanye can rap, but
Kanye and a lot of
however,
artists.
Consequence can rap too, and Kanye got raps from Consequence.
Yes.
Consequence is not the most marketable.
No, he's not
And
at all.
at the same time, he had no problem being a ghostwriter and getting paid.
Yeah, but Consequence didn't have a problem with that. what's his name? Quentin Miller did.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't know his story, so I can't
He
talk.
came out and said, like, yo, the issue has been because he has to sit in the background. He wants to be known for his craft. And he wasn't.
I don't know how he wasn't when his name actually, people can't front.
People are looking at credits now.
No, I mean, it depends.
Yeah, your name is always...
His name is on all the songs.
His name is in the credits of all the songs.
But that's another thing.
That's not like
you
your
can't
name
be a culture vulture if the person who you're creating with, you're crediting him.
Yeah,
that's not even ghostwriting.
It's not even that. It's just, like I said, Drake does everything on paper right.
Niggas want to be
Drake does everything on paper right.
I mean, people
you
want
get
fame.
your props, you get your things, you get your stuff. But at the end of this, on the other side of the spectrum, Drake is taking, like, especially when it comes to grime, he was taking that sound and appropriating it in a way
I mean, we had to talk about this. He was doing that with the reggae,
that's what
with
he
the-
been
with the
doing the
reggae
last
sound.
with the
5,
reggae
6
sound,
years.
all
Like,
that,
he been doing that.
I can't, like, a lot of, he not the only one. Drake ain't like the only culprit. Most big artists is doing that. But it's just in that specific space. Yo, everybody does it.
And shit that happens, man.
Yeah, you're right. It's part of the game.
Did you guys?
I also find it annoying, but this
Go
is
ahead.
a personal thing.
When Drake
That,
told
like,
Jamaican.
I mean, yeah.
I need a one down.
when-
my hand.
I be like,
When
bro,
One more
Rihanna says
time.
that she's putting out a dancehall album, and like, let me let y'all know, I actually am okay with that.
Isn't
Why
But
would
I have
you
a
be?
problem
Yeah.
with
Why
anyone
wouldn't you be,
else.
though?
I have a problem with
She's
anyone
West
else putting out a
Indian.
fucking dancehall song, though.
yeah, you're right. I'm with you. If you not,
I
I have a
agree.
freaking problem with anybody else,
It's just
and
like
I'll
I
leave
have
it
a
as
problem.
that.
I have a problem with reggaeton
Why?
because they
I
use
don't.
They use the term.
But they're
However,
from-
they're the root exactly.
The root is-
like
is-
Dominican people
But
and
he-
Puerto Rican
but
people are
he's
Caribbean.
right,
You
though. They
can't
have
do
a
that.
problem with it, no, because
No.
they pick and choose.
That's
I do.
why.
So
Okay,
now
I
you
can hear
black.
that.
Now you black because then you
Because you're doing reggaeton. Because that's my problem.
You can't,
with it.
but you can't say the entire culture does that, right? There are
All
people
the
who can
popular ones
primarily-
do.
you can. There are people who appreciates the idea of like of reggae who may not like distance themselves from it. I don't know the history of reggaeton like to say that I can discredit it that way, because for all we know, that it's like the people in them who are connected to the community who like really put reggaeton on
One
a
of my
platform.
homegirls actually
Shit is
was
annoying,
a reggaeton artist. Remember that Nori the first Nori video?
Yeah.
The only chick that's in that video is my homegirl. Her name is Randy or whatever. But she's one of the few. She's Dominican, but she's dark skinned. So she's one of the few though that her parents actually taught her that she's black. But they all ain't rapping that.
They not.
Oh, it's a funny
80-20
topic this
on
week.
On that realm.
This is a funny topic
Right.
for the week. Y'all know I'm about to bring pop culture into this shit.
Let's do it.
Ratchet shit. Whatever. Y'all be okay. What was I watching? Basketball Wives the other day.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
That's still a thing.
Yes,
you
it
will.
is. Yeah, like shout out to Shawnee O'Neal for still like getting a bag off of something.
Technical foul.
And
Shout out for her for not dropping that last name. Still getting the bag.
Oh.
that's real.
Ooh.
That's real and fair.
Let's talk on that.
That's real and fair. That's real and fair. And like, but why should she?
I'm just saying, like.
And
she's-
wasn't nobody mad at Tina Turner for not dropping her last name? So why is it a problem if like Shawnee
She
O'Neal
earned
don't?
that last
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Oh, because she
did.
had an ass whooping, so that's the only reason why.
Ah,
So
come
infidelity.
on.
No, like so. Let me know what earns a right to have to keep a last name.
If
Help
you
me
want to, I guess.
understand.
I'm just saying, Tina, you can't put her in that because
You're no longer a basketball wife.
And don't get me wrong,
So why
I
are
don't
you
even
on the
believe.
show?
I don't believe in the idea of because she has children by the man. So like a
But
part
the
of
name
her
of the
life
show
was
is
characterized.
Basketball Wives,
I
not
understand that, but it's her
Basketball
show.
Baby Mama.
Do you understand that she's the executive producer of the show?
I understand why she is executive producer of the show.
Ooh, you're just a woman hater.
No, I'm not.
You
Don't
are,
say
and
that.
you know fundamentally I feel that way. Well, not fundamentally I
I'm
feel that
sorry.
way.
This one.
But McCray and I be having conversations about like his.
I'm a woman hater because she is promoting a show, Basketball Wives.
She's not just
no longer a
promoting it,
wife.
but she is an executive. It's like it's her show.
I can dig it.
So it's not like she's not just mooching. She was once upon a time,
But you know, that's like, okay, got it.
right? And when
Got
she
it.
formed the show, she probably
That was
was.
that.
Got it.
And now she's making money off of it. What's the problem with that, McCray?
It's just the whole thing of her name is Shawnee O'Neal, right?
Like Tina Turner's name is Tina Turner.
Nah, we talking about
This
Shawnee
case
O'Neal. Tina Turner, Shawnee O'Neal. I mean, like, it's two different because one is promoting a show that she doesn't.
With the cord.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like Her name is Shawnee. What's her real last name?
I'm actually not sure.
See,
She has a right to go by Shawnee O'Neal. Why not?
I just don't. I mean,
no,
the
not if you're not
world's
married no more. Not if you're not.
that's my whole thing.
Yo,
Like,
I'm just saying,
no,
no
men
lie.
are
I'm
so
not gonna.
interesting,
No,
though.
it's not men.
But it's
The
called
reality is, I don't
basketball.
feel like women should have to change their fucking last name
They
in the first place.
shouldn't.
But if you're gonna force me to change my last name and they have a fucking problem, then I'm gonna get clapped from it.
Forced in this era?
If the world, so when I say force, end point taken. But when they got married, I don't know if it was as popular to hyphenate your last name.
Popular once again.
And why would she not want to?
Once
if
again.
that was her primary, and
Why would she not
and let's
want
not
to
take away the
because of
idea
the-
that she might have been educated, right?
Let's think
That
about-
she
let's-
is educated.
let's-
Let's
let's-
not take about the.
let's
Let's not take away
think
the idea
about-
that the woman is educated.
She is educated, and let's talk about the fact that she is an educated woman that made that decision based on the fact that it would advance her career. That's why she did it. It's a business move, just like marriage is a business.
Oh, but what's a problem with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Now that business is over, I can't say I work for Apple after I don't work there
Business
no
is
more.
not over.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The
Technically,
contract
it's
is
not.
nulled.
No.
Is she
Actually,
divorced?
so the contract is null. However,
Is
like,
she
but
divorced?
you don't know what the terms of the divorce was.
I'm just saying,
though.
is she divorced?
And she
But you don't
probably
have to
filed
drop the
for it,
name,
and you
though.
don't.
I get that.
She probably filed for it. She didn't have to drop the name. She was smart enough to file and then like rescind and wait till she moved to a state. Like if you really want me to speak about the grime of that shit.
Yeah, I respect the business movement.
But the fact that men are so quick to like, it's so funny because like men are very interesting in the very same way that a man is very like quick to curse a woman out on the streets. Like if there's
I
road
don't do
rage
that.
happening,
I don't do
whatever.
that. I don't do
no,
that.
and I'm not saying that you do. I'm just saying like this. I'm not making the
very
point
private
about
with
you,
my
but
curse out.
with men, a man is very easy to curse you out on the street if it is that like you do something in traffic.
I
You
don't
won't
know.
curse out
Only
another
certain
man.
types of dudes do
However,
that.
Yeah,
I
for
call
real.
those
certain
are
types of
birds,
people.
Yo, for real, like I don't even know dudes who like do that. Like I'm
Who
not,
curse people out on the street? I see
just
them all.
for
I
no
see them every
Bird
day.
niggas do that.
like curse your.
Don't you see them all the time?
Yeah, they
I'm
birds.
very like. I'm
They're
very-
popular.
That's crazy. See, I be-
Going back to what I was actually talking about, though.
Go ahead.
I'm bad. You just,
I don't even fucking remember.
Look, see.
What were we
All I'm-
O'Neal.
So there's one of the cast members who was saying how Evelyn Lozada, she essentially said that Evelyn Lozada was trying to be black. And I don't particularly disagree. I mean, I don't particularly agree with like what she was saying and what she was doing, but I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about it. She used the relationship with like Ocho Cinco as a focal point and
Shout out
said
to
that like,
OG.
oh, look at you, McCray.
I do my homework.
I see. He be watching Basketball Wives, yo.
I do my homework.
And so I'm interested in hearing like how it is that you guys feel about, because I also feel like Power did a good job of trying to highlight the
Tommy.
the fucked up thing that probably exists more so within the Bronx right now with Hispanic folks who may not identify as like black using the N-word.
Yeah.
I mean, we always go through that. I mean,
Right?
especially in the
But I
Listen,
said and
I
Evelyn
don't think they should use the N-word. I hear it all the time. I watch Spanish people say it. Spanish kids. Hispanic, sorry, because Spanish would mean you have descendants from Spain. I understand. But I don't think they should use the word because the word wasn't pushed on their culture in the way it was pushed on ours.
But what about Dominican people?
Here's the thing.
Dominican people either.
Same thing. But here's
But
the thing,
they are
though.
Afro-Latino.
Here's the thing. It was pushed not on their culture, but they are a part of.
Not really.
Why? How
Want
are
to
they
know why?
not?
Want to know why?
They are a
Because
part of urban culture.
Yeah, there are a very. You can't negate.
They
that.
were at the
are part.
forefront of hip hop
They
alongside with us.
Yes, but hip hop isn't the completeness of blackness.
No, I'm just saying
but that's
that
what
they
I'm
were
talking about.
always
The word,
there.
I know. No. They were there in the 80s and then like in the 80s.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Before hip hop culture did what it did, if you want to predate where the N-word comes from, Spanish people weren't running around being lynched. I'm just saying you can't use that. That word comes with a whole prehistory that you don't.
No,
Are we sure?
No, well, we would have to start from
No.
where. Wait.
We're not 100% sure. But
Wait. We would have to start from where we as a people embraced it.
Yes.
Where's that starting point though? Because that would determine them using
But
it.
I'm just saying, we as a people embraced it due to the lineage behind it. And
I don't know why we embraced it.
I don't
Who
know
told
why
us
we
to
embraced it,
embrace
but
it?
we flipped it. We flipped it as much as it was being used with against us.
But I'm saying from that point that's where.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
But
that's
that's
where
not
it becomes urban
I don't.
culture.
Yeah,
though.
it's urban culture, but I don't believe that the same way we can't run around and call a Spanish person a spick. We can't use that term.
But it's not the same though.
Why not?
Because Spanish people
don't accept the
never
word.
embraced it.
Yeah, that's what
Black
I'm saying.
people did.
Exactly, so that don't give you the pass. Because
But
then to get white,
came,
it would give, it would give any culture
We have
the pass.
to deal with the start of it, though.
Yeah, I'm
the
with
pass
it.
came from where, though? It came from a neighborhood thing. It came because that's why Spanish people feel entitled, because they were viewed.
But the same Spanish people use that card when it's to their benefit.
They do, but Spanish people say nigga more than we do.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is this.
Everything is nigga. My nigga, fuck out.
Yeah, they do say it.
They call themselves.
Yo, I understand that. I'm just saying the word shouldn't be used, one, and we should check them in the space of the word being used.
But how about this, though? Fat Joe just recently, I didn't hear the interview, but it went viral, how he just recently said that all Hispanic people are black.
Yeah, they are.
So if they're all black, why can't they say nigga?
Can't they?
Because they haven't gone through what we've gone through.
So I
think that's what that's.
But I feel like a fair question to ask is, do we actually know that, right? Because I feel as though in many ways we feel as though slavery it has been confined to this place when it hasn't, right? Like let me tell you guys, one of the heroes of Antigua and Barbuda, which is in the Leeward Islands of the Caribbean, is Prince Class, who was broken on the wheel for being a slave.
Yes.
Right? Was he not called a nigger? And what if he was Hispanic? So I guess I wonder.
Hispanic?
No, he was black.
Okay.
He's like an African descendant. However, there are many Caribbean islands where islands, even Hispanic speaking Caribbean islands, like the Dominican Republic, because everyone forgets that DR is also on the same island as
Haiti.
I don't forget because I'm Haitian. And I know the truth of Dominicans and how they treat Haitians.
Right, they treat
That's what I'm saying. They're literally burning them.
But today,
not today. No.
But what I'm saying today you might not be able to separate the difference between a Haitian and a.
Yes, you can.
Right now,
there's some people who are considered Haitian who
Yeah, because I have cousins that are Dominican. My dad is part Dominican.
It's more complex when you're from one island where they're two people.
Yeah, but want to know why the divide is on the island though is because Dominicans more identify with their white side. Yeah. That is why.
But that's if they can.
That's the beef.
That's if they can. You have people who are Panamanian, for instance, right?
Yeah, because
Panamanian people you can't even tell many of the times that are they speak
even the darker
Spanish.
Ones though. Even the dark ones are saying, "Hey, I come from this descendants." They are literally hanging Haitians. This isn't it's not on American news, but I know my parents have houses there. My parents go back every 2-3 months. My parents retired there. I know what it is. That's why my view on it is very different because it's I watch Dominicans treat Haitians as if we're not the same. We are the same.
To this day,
the only reason why Dominicans are even liberated are because of Haitians. The only reason why Americans are liberated is because of Haitians.
Many people say that
we sparked that revolution. That's all I'm just trying to say is don't use it when it's to your benefit.
Right.
And that's my only thing. It's it's cool to be black when you're in the hood. But when you're not in the hood, Spanish people do not want to be black.
But you know what? And that's also worldwide. If you read Sada Shakur's book, she talks about when she went to Brazil, right? And this is the 1960s, right? And she's like, I'm in Brazil, and all these people look like me, but they did not want to identify as black.
Yep.
Not at all.
They look just like me.
But
no, I'm Brazilian.
Yeah.
I'm
not black. I'm Brazilian.
I'm Brazilian.
Can I tell you guys about a silly and the only thing that I'll do is tell y'all about just the experience, not yet how I felt about it. When I went to Tanzania, I was called Mzungu, which is a word that was associated with whiteness.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Why?
Because for them, I looked like I was mixed with white.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was called the Yankee when I first went to Haiti.
I mean, but I understand it.
I am though.
I'm
because I grew up here.
I hate that
in my
term,
opinion,
Yankee.
I was raised in Antigua, and they probably when I go back there, they probably call me a Yankee, and I get it. Because I'm very, and my brother sits down there and lets me know. My brother and my friends that I came up with, they would sit down there and let me know you're different. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Well, you're slightly different because
we're Americanized.
We're Americanized.
And I don't want to feel like I am, but I am.
So what? But so what?
I hate the term too. I'm with you.
But so
I don't
what?
like
that term.
but it means something, right?
Culturally,
And we say so what?
It's derogatory.
But the reality,
no, it's derogatory.
I get it, but however it means something. It can be derogatory, but I feel like we can feel offended and get the fuck over it. And the reason why I say that is because it's a reminder that I there's
Yankees
a level of the
white.
struggle that I don't get.
White.
No, that's what I mean.
No, but a Yankee moves to pass the idea of being white, and it became about language.
But the
It became about language.
I know, because that's ignorant, though. I'm sorry. That's a derogatory term. West Indians do that often. I get it. It's like that's the thing. To separate. Yeah. That's all it does is separate. But
most of the things that we do, like, it's funny because like we don't like the idea of separation, but we don't like the idea of divisiveness until it impacts us.
No, I always have an issue with that because black people are not unified. That's our problem. We're all black around the world.
I hear that. You and I disagree on this front all the time.
But it's unity or nothing.
But unity cannot be defined just by African American standards because there are some people.
It's not African American standards.
No, it's not.
I think it's just standards on what you deal with.
On black, we're black. We're melanated.
But Rain, you and I in this space had a conversation and a disagreement. You gotta make my done. About like the idea of appropriation in Caribbean culture, right? And you could not see my point at that time.
I still don't see that.
My point exactly, right?
I don't see that.
My point exactly, which is why in my opinion,
that black Americans can appropriate West Indian culture.
Drake appropriated Caribbean culture.
He's not black American.
Drake is not black American.
However, black Canadian, a privileged black person. A privileged black man like Drake appropriated the culture.
And Drake isn't.
And if he was American,
I think
like it would have just been about his class and his ability to have money, like and him having money.
His father is black American, so
Drake's father's black American. His mother's white. Is Jewish. At that. So Drake, we can't use Drake as an example because he's not full black. Drake gets privileged.
Wow, guys,
he does.
We cannot do that.
No, we can't. But see,
we can't fucking do that.
You know why she's wrong though? Because I brought this back to somebody else.
I'm not wrong.
You are wrong.
You disagree with me. I'm not wrong.
Because hip hop.
You disagree. I'm not wrong.
Let me finish.
As a person who's
Caribbean,
hip hop, the etymology where hip hop started, right?
2 minutes, guys.
Is off of what? It's like to say that a black, like this is where we. I don't see how a black American. If I grew
by America.
A black American cannot appropriate West Indian culture.
Yes, they can.
No, they cannot.
Yes, they can.
No, they cannot.
I think any culture can be appropriated.
Thank you.
By its own.
By anyone.
Appropriation has to do with class. It has to do with class, oppression. So you're basically saying that black Americans are oppressing West Indians?
Yeah, you're right.
They
I
can.
can't. I had to go
in
back
that
to the
Drake
origin
instance,
of the. I had to go back to the origin of the definition of appropriation.
People miss.
True.
So I never conflated the term appropriation and oppression in the same thing, right?
No, if you look it up, it's not going to include oppression. It's not going to say that.
No.
For me, appropriation is the idea of taking something from someone else's culture and making it seem as though it's like benefiting.
But it entails oppression. So, because you're taking it from a culture who cannot speak for themselves. You have more money, so
appropriation cannot happen without being a high level elite.
Okay,
right.
It's very different because appropriation,
a
white appropriation,
a black person with more money who's taking West Indian culture and making more money off of it and not giving them credit, they're appropriating.
Yes.
And if you call that oppressive, then it's oppressive.
I'm with you. Yes.
So then whatever.
Yes.
No, I agreed in the instance of but it's case by case. I agreed in the instance of Drake. That can be deemed appropriation.
Yeah.
But I don't agree.
I understand what you
that
mean,
a black
case by case.
person.
I don't think in totality it is what it is.
It can't be
but
that.
It is case by case because if you're an elite, you can appropriate.
Right.
I can respect that. Yeah. I can respect that idea, but like the reason why I surfaced that again is because, like in many ways, there are people that I feel like I'm more privileged than, and I cannot speak up for. Right? And in many ways, like I can silence them by thinking that what they have to say is not relevant. By thinking, and I feel like in many ways we do that. I recognize that I'm not the most, I'm not the most oppressed person in this world for that to some degree. So like unless that person like has voice in that platform, then I don't feel as though we're speaking up for everybody. And for me that's it's just a sentiment. So I hear the thing about black unity, but I feel like black unity can only exist once it is that we can accept that.
Accept what?
Accept the idea that like even black people can like be oppressing black people.
Yes, absolutely.
And you have to be ready and willing to speak up for that black person as well.
Yeah.
However, we still disagree, right? Because if I sat down here and told y'all that it's our responsibility to speak up for like a black transsexual,
it is.
Then
it is.
But we also just had a conversation in this space a couple of weeks ago where it's just like tell someone else to speak up for you.
No, what it was that you are also a member of that community. If you're a black transsexual, you are a member of the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
So the problem is, what I was saying is that they represent you no matter what race you are. The problem is that black people, once again, are not getting the same coverage because of racism within that community.
Yeah, LGBTQ
that's what I'm
is
stating.
run by white males.
That's why no one's talking about it. All these
true.
black transgenders are getting murdered. Why
Does
isn't
it
the
not become our
LGBT
responsibility?
community?
They're not talking about
They're
it
not
because
talking
they're
about
racist.
it.
But then does it not become the responsibility of like,
Yes,
the
it
black
does.
community?
For us.
It does.
We need to step up for them.
It does.
Because at the end of the day,
And,
that,
like,
that,
that's-
that,
I think that's
that's
something
the
that
thing.
I'm
And
But that's
agree.
why I also
agree.
said the problem with that is that they are seen under women. They're not.
But I don't know if that's a problem.
No, it is a problem. That's why
Who's
the black
seen
community,
under women?
transgenders, women are already experiencing sexism, and so a transgender who's a man
They
who
deal with it more.
they deal with it more or even more exactly
It's
because
a little-
now
harsher.
it's a totem pole. So I'm
Yeah.
saying is if it's like
Because
man,
everything-
woman,
'cause
now
everything
transgender is
in our
under woman.
society is based off elitism. Everything in our society is based off of that. Everything like racism is a microcosm of elitism. That's all that
Right.
really is. To tell you
And
the
so
truth.
sexism is
Because,
a microcosm of elitism.
Yes.
So let me disrupt the conversation really quickly. What are your thoughts on like the first transgender boxer, Patricio Manuel?
Transgenderism in sports is a very crazy thing for
I
me.
don't like that
I'm
shit.
not with it because the
fuck that.
genetics. I don't. Your
You got-
sexuality has nothing to do with your genetics. Like genetically, if you got that testosterone running in you, yo, you're going to be better. Like you're like literally, it's no different than putting me in a ring with you.
I
Like
don't respect
that's
that.
what it is. I don't respect that.
And that's what it is.
That's sports,
They're
like-
fucking up these women.
yeah, that's not fair. I don't think it's fair.
That's not fair. Have your own league.
Yeah. Yes.
Fuck that.
Just
If
because
it's
it's
that
unfair,
many
because
of y'all,
Because if
do
we're gonna
y'all.
say that's okay, then guys should just play with girls.
So it's kind of like what Dave Chappelle said on his stand-up, Sticks and Stones. He's like, if LeBron James were to play for the WNBA, he'll average 840 points.
That's what I'm saying.
Easily.
Right.
Why
What if
can't I be like, yo, I feel like
Yeah.
a woman. I want to play in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Because
what if
I'm a
and what if
woman.
you just decide to
But
say
have
that's
you seen the
Yeah.
cases? Like
yo, it's
even
crazy.
in wrestling,
The track
they're,
and wrestling.
they're fucking up these women.
Yo, it's
but
crazy.
literally, like beating
No,
them up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why are
Because
you allowed
You
to-
walked in here, your shoulders look crazy,
You're
my
a
dude.
man. You're literally a man, bro.
You didn't see the boxer, the wrestler. She cracked. He cracked her
His
head
head
open,
open,
yo.
bro.
fucking
Because he's a
man.
dude. It's like Bruce Jenner. Come on, Caitlyn Carruthers was an Olympian in the male section. Like,
Imagine Caitlyn
was
Jenner
shit, yeah.
competing
Are you
now
come
in the
on?
women's fucking.
these are athletes who can dominate men.
That's where they're
playing
wrong.
in the women's
Whoever
space.
allowed that
That's
is
not
fucked
fair.
up.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Where do we vote on that?
Dana White needs to fix that shit.
Yo, he wildin'.
He needs to fix that.
Especially in high schools. What the fuck is that? I'm not respecting that shit at
I'm not
all,
respecting
yo.
none of it.
When
because-
did we say that was
because-
okay?
Oh, imagine we hooped on the girls' team. Oh my God, full ride scholarship.
girls would be
Duke.
crying every day.
It's a Duke.
Bro, you could get
Yeah.
what like 500,000 in WNBA right
Yo,
now, bro.
I'll go do that. 500 racks.
Right ass.
Let me just
Light.
go.
Light.
Girls will be crying every day.
I'll
after
commit
the
to
game.
shaving my legs every 3 weeks.
Shave
Boo.
what you need now.
For 500 racks, you did it. I did it.
You know, Joanna man.
That was such just like silly cliche. Do you shave every 3 weeks, spring?
I don't know. That's why I'm not gonna know.
Shit. I mean, that bitch. Kobe. That bitch get 30 rebounds a night. Like, yo, this nigga's a beast.
Slam magazine,
Fuck that.
Sports
All that.
Illustrated.
All that.
Styling on him.
Changing the game.
Yeah. I'm not with it.
Stephanie Easton.
I'm so glad though, because I had some people go, "What are you talking about? They're women." I'm like,
No, the
what?
fuck they're not.
No, they're not. Are you crazy?
Not genetically.
Davina Bellevue for the New York Liberty.
Yeah, like
That's why I wasn't
Stephanie
respecting
Easterling.
that whole thing of them saying that
no,
at
they
birth
identify as
birth
women.
we are assigned our sex.
No, you're not.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm not respecting that shit.
So-
You get to pick this shit now in the hospital.
No.
Well,
I
you
get
can
it
kinda
when
get
it
crazy.
comes
You can put
to
X. You can put.
You get kind of crazy because of science.
Because that's like you're running with it now.
Yeah.
Like it's like the baby is born and you're like, okay, you know, the baby has this sex organ or this sex organ. So you're saying that we're assigned. No, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, but I get
son.
it when you speak about someone who has like both genitals.
All right.
That's a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, that's different.
No, but however, in this country,
There is. I just had to let you know there is because I got checked and I forgot the term, but I got checked.
But that's not. I mean, you can't say we're assigned.
I tend to get checked a lot, so I'll let you know I got checked.
So
I was like,
to shift gears real quick, because I wanted to know your guys' opinion on this. I received the unpopular opinion of the week. It was about the verdict for Amber Guyger.
Gotta talk about that. Yeah.
So
I said that
the guy, well, I used to know he's a guy. Well, he wanted to be anonymous. He stated that. In these times,
he
right?
wanted to be anonymous. Shit.
Yeah. So he stated that religion is making black people soft, using it as a blanket of comfort for white people to continue to manipulate us and keep us in chains. So it was pertaining to the hugs that this lady was getting.
I heard, and I don't know how true it is, and maybe you could vouch for this, but
yeah.
I heard they was like on some like voodoo shit. The last shit you got to do is touch somebody. So they was like, yo, don't think that hug was really all meant to be the one from the brother. From the judge, I can't excuse that. But they was like, you know, he was, you know, so don't, yeah, see, yeah, so he was like,
whoa,
I don't know.
Who was Asian?
They're Haitian.
The guy that got
Bottom
killed.
Jean. He's Haitian.
So he was saying his brother hugging her. That might not have been no forgiveness shit. I don't know. Hey, listen.
Let's hope that
that's true. That's what I'm saying.
I'm for you wanting for yourself to be like, because forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about you.
Yeah, nah.
I understand that, but the whole like judge, it shouldn't sway her punishment. Point blank, period. Like,
well, see, here's the thing now. This is why I wanted to do the facts of the case, right? The judge had nothing to do with it, really, right?
I know the judge didn't.
The jury did.
The jury did. But the judge's behavior swayed the jury. The brother's behavior swayed the jury. All of these things.
Oh, well, here's the thing. I saw a clip. This was some bullshit, but it's on YouTube. They interviewed like two of the jurors. It was one white guy and one black woman, and they both said that they thought it was an accident. That's number one. So
what was an accident?
The murder.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does. I'm saying that this is why they ruled. It wasn't just based on that.
No, I understand what you mean. Like, let's say we think it's an accident. Let's say you think with even a sentencing of 10 years, like vehicular manslaughter gets you more than that.
Well, here's the thing.
That's literally
what I didn't say. So they both said that. This is where it's so whack. Cause the same thing with Sandra Bland's family. It's like your family has to know who you are, yo. So if this happens to anybody, like in myself included, you don't want your family like doing sucker shit, not representing you. You know what I'm saying? Because sidebar with Sandra Bland, the same thing. Her family settled for some bullshit amount of money. You know what I mean? Same thing with them. The jurors said that they also reduced the sentence because they felt like Botham John was a forgiving man.
Oh my God.
But doesn't the judge give out the sentence? Doesn't the jury just
That's what I mean about
the jury decides,
and then the judge comes back with the sentencing?
First of all, this is literally what I went to school for. The judge decides the sentencing.
Yeah, like
the jury decides whether you're guilty or
innocent, and then the judge
they don't
comes
decide
back
the
and
sentencing.
All right, I'll give you the X
the jury could go, hey, we feel like this. The judge doesn't have to take into consideration.
Yeah, the judge is
the judge one, like, is literally the one with the final decision.
I don't know, because with this case,
is a lot of funny shit that
the
I've
jury
never heard in my
is
life.
What determined the reduced sentence.
The jury can suggest to the judge, hey,
but the judge got a slap on the wrist, right?
Yeah, the judge gave the slap on the wrist. The judge, I don't blame I blame the judge, because as a judge, you're the final say.
Jury said guilty.
So that's why the whole hugging, the judge hugged, that let you know the judge played the biggest role in that sentencing.
So with that, do you feel with the question?
It was Christianity.
Do you feel like
and throw that out the window?
I don't know if it was that. What we found out though is that the judge is endorsed by the Dallas PD.
But did we say?
But she's running for office though.
Did we ever say? But do we?
But do we
know that the family is Christian?
We don't know that.
Like,
it's the judge. No, it's the judge.
But what I'm saying is, because they're speaking about black Christianity, was the judge black?
Yeah.
Yes.
Black woman.
Oh, I didn't know
that.
Black
woman.
And she hugged.
And she hugged
Amber Guyger.
Look, yeah. See,
you know that?
I was like, this is blasphemy.
You kill somebody and you getting hugs.
So I'm
Fuck
gonna tell
outta
you,
here.
in my adult life,
here's
it
one
is very
question.
difficult for me to
One
follow
question.
all
Have
that
you
shit.
ever
Yo, it's
seen
crazy.
a judge
Ever.
hug a
I don't fuck with that
convicted
shit.
murderer?
Ever.
Never.
Ever.
And
Never
then not to
in my
mention-
life.
And then I watched the bailiffs.
You know what? But
rub
I
her
think
back.
about who I
I've
am,
never seen that.
and if
Fixing
my
her
ass is
hair
a
and
judge,
court and shit.
I might hug her. I'm
No,
not even
I
gonna lie.
said that maybe
'Cause I believe
her
Jesus got your ass.
energy.
Listen,
You in jail
let
now.
me
Because
tell you
they
something.
said that Amber
I'd have
Guyger-
gave it a
Years
full
for no
sentence.
fucking
I'd have
body.
gave it a full sentence.
I'd have been
then
like, you
hung
got
her.
life, baby. Come here.
Yo, for real. Yo,
But
this
they
is your
said that
punishment,
Amber
but I feel
Guyger,
bad.
Amber
Yep.
Amber
matter.
Guyger reached out to her for the hug. So I was gonna say
Fuck
that.
that.
I was
feel
gonna say that
attacked.
maybe
They
her,
beat this bitch.
maybe her energy
listen, let me-
is the energy that
listen.
makes that. I
Let
don't
me-
care.
let me tell you
She
something.
shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, that's what I'm with you. Because all of that, I'm like, because if roles were reversed, if what's his name came
What?
into Amber's apartment and killed her, it would have been
He's
none of
doing
this.
Bro,
50
they would have
years.
rolled him out on that Hannibal shit. That like the walking when Hannibal
Yeah.
was like this with the
Yeah.
shit. They would
They'd
have
have
rolled
made
him
him
out
look
on that.
crazy.
If a black
They
man
tried
breaks
to-
into a white woman's house and shoots her in her chest while she's at the table eating ice cream, they will fucking lock you. You wouldn't even
You're
you would have
done.
the
Oh.
mouth guard on,
You're
bro.
done. There's no
Can I-
Like there
conversation.
is no like you'll
Can
be
I put
under
a-
the fucking jail.
Can I put a
Please believe.
a
Your
plug out
man
for
to be
a show?
under the jail
Yes.
because he texted you before
Yes,
it happened.
anybody really, you would have no like the.
Or you could be OJ.
Nah, he was
Or
rich.
you could be OJ.
Yeah, we
He
talking
was
about
rich.
two different things.
I mean,
we talking about
Sidebar,
OJ and
sidebar.
Yes, it is. Yes, really.
The woman
What you
who
mean?
Once
Nah.
again,
But when
elitism,
they got him-
elitism
but-
runs the
well, they
world.
got him.
They got him late because
got
they
him
couldn't
later.
get him there. They said, "Oh, we got
But
you."
sidebar,
I feel
the
like there was
woman,
gonna be a
the
bit
woman
regardless.
who, the woman who
Show
recorded
ass.
her after she killed, because she heard the shots.
Yeah.
Right? Have you seen her? It's a young black girl.
Yeah, I seen her.
She recorded it and she was saying, there's an interview on YouTube where she says that it didn't seem like she called the police. It seemed as if she was talking to her friend. So now
She did.
the city of Dallas is she got fired and they're basically blacklisting her. So she has to sue. And then y'all see now too
Who's the lady who snitched?
the lady who recorded
Good. So they're blacklisting? I hope she get a good fucking lawyer.
right.
She's a black
but
woman?
then y'all see now the key witness, the young
He died. They killed him.
execution style.
Yeah, they killed
He got
him.
shot in the mouth
key
and the
witness.
chest.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to
Do
say
they know
here.
who did it?
Who's this
The
again?
fucking
We think that-
police
yeah, I think the
department,
cops
they
did it.
all in
Cops did it.
cahoots, man.
But my thing
Like,
is, that's
judges,
a message
bailiffs,
though.
cops is one
hold-
team.
But to kill him after she was convicted, why y'all didn't kill him before
Nah,
he
who's
testified?
this?
Because
It's
it's
been
his
harder.
fault.
It's
Who's
harder to
this?
sweep under the rug.
Yeah.
This shit is
Who's
done
that?
now.
So you haven't seen it happened yesterday.
If they kill him,
That's crazy to me.
if they kill him during the trial, then that's gonna affect her sentencing.
Killed-
Because it's
yeah.
like, yo, niggas is trying to help you. Niggas is trying to silence you because they know you guilty.
Yeah.
Killing
So
the
kill
main
him-
witness during the trial makes shit look hot. So it's
it
like, let shit live. We know you're gonna get 10. Soon as this
Don't
shit
worry
is
about
over,
it. We're
kill
gonna
this
handle
nigga.
this, but we're
Yeah.
gonna handle
But
him
for
too for
what?
speaking
I don't
out.
think he needs to
It's all
die.
that. But
You
that's
told
what I'm
you was
saying.
trying to get one of us locked
Listen,
up.
can I
That
tell
shit
you
is a
something?
game.
But his testimony was all
shit
he
is a
But
game,
hold up, all he,
man.
but
That's
I'm
so
still
hold
fair.
up.
It's
all,
still fair,
all
though.
he said was,
That's so crazy.
I heard
That this
them
is the world that we live
talking.
in.
I heard them talking
before.
the shots
Yeah,
ran off.
but that makes it. That lets you know it's premeditated. That lets you know if they had a conversation, they were talking. That's very different.
And she still
then-
got
Then
10.
he's just going in
but
there.
she only got 10
She's
because
a
she
white
first of all she was
fucking
supposed to get
woman.
10. This is what I mean about the whole layout. It's like they killed him. Like, all right, let's silence this thing anyway, so no one will ever feel like. And it's a little bit of fear. Being in that system, I know so much about it. It's a little bit of fear of like, yo. Another person won't come forward next time the way he came forward. It's all about that.
This is my point. Not to even say
What?
this like
Wow.
on a podcast, but
I'll say
this is the issue with the hugging. So
Yes.
we're fucking giving
I know
out
right
hugs.
now I'm sitting down here. I'm like, fuck that hug.
We're
Word.
fucking
you.
giving out hugs.
Not with the
No
hugs.
convicted
And they
murderer
picking us
ever
off.
done a
Yeah,
hug.
but we giving out hugs though. That was my whole thing. Like
That's that
role
turn of the
reversal.
cheek.
Not
They're not
only
giving out
that,
no hugs. Oh,
not
why we always
one-
gotta take the high road?
But here's the thing.
Nah.
Not.
Cheek
But here's the
shit.
thing. Not one
Not with that.
black person
Swift scissor
who
kicks
was
for
killed.
everybody.
Not one black person who was killed unarmed by a cop their family has never retaliated.
There was no hugs.
No, I'm saying no.
Oh.
No. We've been suckers.
If I ever die,
we've never retaliated.
Ever.
Not one family has ever retaliated.
I think it's whack that
so now,
George
if
Zimmerman
I ever
is still
die,
living.
my family better come hard. I don't give a damn which part of my family, but if somebody ever kill me, like from the NYPD,
Listen,
and I like it's like it's
you can only
likely.
pray.
All I say
Because
is
seeing
this.
these families,
We retaliate on each other,
No, I mean,
but
I'm
George
talking about
Zimmerman is still
driving.
living. I always say stuff like this, like, where's the super gangsters? Lay his ass up, okay.
But see, here's my thing though. It's not even on that. The accountability though, now because it's being done like that, to me, the accountability is on the family. All these families who have experienced their children, their uncles, their aunts, whoever getting clapped by cops and they were
witness
unarmed.
really died. Like the witness really,
People
like
don't
he
be
was
ready to
murdered.
die.
Yes, he was
They different.
executed.
I'm gonna tell you
We
right
don't
now.
know, but he was executed.
If
He
I go
was
down-
shot in the mouth.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I go down, my family is going ape shit.
Yeah, my family
Like, first of all, because
wouldn't
my
even
family
been
You
in
can only
the
hope
Caribbean.
and pray.
No, I'm not even hope and pray. Listen,
Mm.
that's a thing.
Do you
in
know
my
how
family.
many unarmed black people have been killed by
that
cops?
don't even make the news? That don't even
make
hang
the
headlines.
news? And nobody has. I mean, not to be on my shit, but nobody has never retaliated.
Niggas don't want to die, man.
You just don't want that.
No,
maybe
you
we
gotta
don't
But
die.
we're also not prepared for a revolution. But anyway, that's a whole.
It's just
Clear, no,
unfortunate.
if we giving out hugs, we're not. We already lost. It ain't no revolution.
Yeah, we
I'm
giving out
telling
hugs.
y'all,
We giving out
Not
hugs.
unless that hug was a revolution.
Listen,
we
we
gonna
give-
pray that it was the voodoo.
Maybe it was the voodoo. Maybe the
Like,
son was passed
give
on.
me a
That's what
root,
she said.
goddammit.
She said, "Here
That's
you
the
go.
ceiling.
Oh, look,
That's the
hold this,
ceiling
you're done.
gesture, like boom.
Yeah, you
All
hold
right,
this,
We'll
you're
see.
done. We'll
That's
see
what I heard.
because
We
And it
will
was from
see.
someone that actually was Haitian, so I don't know how factual it was. They was like, nah.
Nah,
Don't
he
think
was
that
boo
shit was-
crying like he was giving forgiveness.
I mean,
but then
hey,
they
we
say
all- we
even
got-
the
we all
interview,
gotta play
even
part.
the way he was talking was kind of like, if you watch it again, it was kind of like
I had to really look at
it
it.
was. Yeah, it was.
But
like,
then the
it was-
father
it was
fucked
kinda
it up, talking about, I hope to be your friend in the future.
Yeah, what was that about?
Even
Yo, I ain't
even
gonna lie,
someone
hold on,
said
wait,
even
wait,
that.
wait.
Now that
even,
you say that,
even that
no
wording,
Haitian niggas, we rock people to sleep.
even that
So,
wording,
she
yeah,
disappeared
that
a
wording
couple
is
of
like,
years.
yeah.
They just all they did was say it's not us.
Yeah, I want to be your friend. Like that's you know what I'm
true.
saying.
Let's
That's-
pray.
That's
Haitians-
even
that's
jail
it.
shit.
Haitians
That's
don't
jail
let it
shit.
go.
Like before we get you,
Haitians
I'm gonna
don't let it-
befriend you. I'm gonna hug you. Yo, I want to be
Yo,
your friend.
Haitians
Yo, I want
don't
to
let it go.
right before I get you. Like
Just don't let it go. That's
Well,
what
That's a
Well,
better
well,
perspective.
Maybe
That's
you
how
know
I
she
would
might
accept that. I
have
ain't
one of
gonna
those.
lie.
She may have one of those long naps. And,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
That's
so
a better
so-
perspective. Because right now we looking
Yeah.
weak as fuck.
Weak.
Yeah.
Cause she gonna be out in like 4 or 5.
Five,
She gonna
five. They
get
said
good-
max she'll do is 5.
She gonna get good
That's
behavior.
crazy.
Time
And she just
served.
needs
Then
to
I
be
hope
punched
some-
in the
Well,
face every
shit.
day.
That's crazy.
Nah, she gonna be on carte blanche in there. You crazy? That's cops.
Mm-hmm.
COs are cops. Like it's
Right.
like you going there with your
She gonna be
fucking
good.
gang.
She
Like
gonna be good.
ain't
You're
no
right.
man.
That's
nobody
Nobody
crazy.
say
touch her.
nothing to her.
She's
She's
Nobody
not even
touch
gonna
her.
be in the vicinity.
She gonna have phones.
I
she
was
gonna have
only
food, all
praying
that.
Rich
that she
crackers.
didn't get 5, yo.
Pun
And
intended.
essentially,
She gonna
by
get
getting
5.
sentenced 10, she got 5.
I said that the day before. I was
For
like,
murder.
yeah, she's guilty, but they gonna
For
give her like
murder.
10.
This nigga's in there with 10 for
And
weed.
not even for murder. Son was in his house eating
In his
ice
own
cream,
house.
dog.
My
If you
nigga-
not safe in your crib, chilling in your drawers,
In
eating
your
ice,
own
somebody
house.
busting your shit, blow.
That shit
Good.
is crazy.
Bro, like wherever he is right now, he got to be looking like dead
Wait,
ass.
And then hold
Like,
up,
bro.
hold up.
But-
First and
but
foremost,
then-
all
Did
that,
they test
and then
her?
we'd
Was
be
she
like,
on drugs?
Oh, it was a
She
mistake.
was drunk. She
Listen,
just came in.
first
She
of
was
all,
drinking.
it
They
was a
didn't do no
mistake.
toxicology though.
Exactly.
There's
That's what I'm
mad bullshit
saying.
with it.
They
She was
try to
out.
say it's not she. It wasn't about under the influence. Under the influence gives her 20 immediately.
Absolutely.
First and foremost.
That's why they didn't do
That's
the
they didn't go that
toxicology.
well. They go the other route and then the jury. We're
But
gonna
that
let-
would have been a better cop out that she was drunk. Because
But
how
they
the
would've gave
hell?
her a dub,
First of
though.
all,
'Cause
have
she
you
just
ever
came from
gotten off the
duty.
wrong floor
And
on
she
your
just
building?
She just came from duty. It would have
So
been
she
a
was
lot
drunk
of
on
stuff.
duty,
She
you
was
would've
drunk
been
on
done.
duty.
That's
There's
she was
so
drunk
much
on
other
duty.
stuff. She
And
was.
she was texting a dude who she worked with who was married about having an affair. So that's why all of that shit, like they bullshitted. Well, they didn't do the real investigation they were supposed to do. If they would have done the toxicology, they would have seen she was drunk. If they went back and used the text messages, they would have seen that she was having an affair with a married partner. Like she would have looked crazy. But they tried to paint this picture of, oh, good.
Oh,
she
she's
was
a good
tired.
girl cop.
She was working.
She was- first and
But
foremost,
you was
listen,
getting drunk,
if you're
fucking
tired
around,
and
and you
you-
came in stumbling drunk. I lived in Billings my whole life. I live on the 16th floor, the 9th floor. If I get up on a different floor, I know automatically, like, yo, shit smell different. The lights is different.
Pretty
The
much.
shit hanging up. I'm like, nah, this ain't my floor. Oh, shit, yeah, I got up on the
Or
wrong
you
floor.
get to the door and you're like,
It's
what the
different.
fuck?
Like, this ain't my door.
You don't
like,
have the key.
And then
That's
not
what
to
was
mention,
suspect.
and
There
then not
was
to
some
mention,
relationship
and
there.
then there was
Everything
no,
about
there
it
was a
was
relationship
suspect.
there. Because how did you get in? You don't got the key,
How
and there
did
was
you
no
get
breaking
in?
in. You didn't get the key. The key don't
Somebody
match.
said that he
Exactly.
he fucked and left or some shit.
So that's
I
fine,
believe
but
that.
okay,
I
but
believe
she
that.
she don't deserve no leniency because all of it is bullshit lies. Let's just be fucking real, man. The whole notion like, oh, I stumbled in. Nigga, I can't stumble into nothing.
stumble into
Get the
nobody
fuck-
else.
Not
can't.
while you
I'ma
sitting eating
stumble
ice
in your
cream.
crib.
No shit.
I mean,
stumble-
now you guys are saying this shit. It sounds more and more like a woman scorn, and like it was.
I think it
a
was.
But
lot.
she's
From
also
jump.
a racist woman scorned.
Because there was pictures of her
That's
with
crazy.
people throwing up wild,
Like disrespecting MLK, all types of other
Lord
shit.
have
Yeah,
mercy,
it's all good,
Jesus.
man. But the black
We
dude,
got a
she
couple
wanted
more
it.
minutes.
Oh, do we? Let's
We
go.
got like 2, roughly 5, courtesy 5.
He's like,
Courtesy 5.
So there was this post I put up too about 33% of women taking like dates for like a free meal.
Oh,
That's facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely seen
what
that.
they call
So-
those? They call them
facts.
something.
I
Food
forgot.
whores.
I wasn't gonna say that. Wasn't gonna say that.
He went all the way. He said, look, Hail Mary on that food horse.
You did a
No,
Pat
they call them
Mahomes.
something. And food whores is not it.
Yeah, I don't think it's food
That was
horse.
our
Get got
terminology
this
That's a
for it.
sound
That was
bite.
our terminology for
That was
it.
a
Like, oh, bro, you got
Food horse.
No, we
Welcome
What's
to
your
Food
question
Horse.
about it though?
On
Bro,
today's
you got
episode of
food
Food Horse, is she getting
I'm gonna
sushi or Mexican?
Yo, that's a good show, yo. That's a new show, Food Whores.
If they have a show called 90 Day Fiance, why not Food
I've been
Horse?
food hoard before.
Nah, but it was just
I got
like
food hoard.
I guess
I've been food hoarding and dining.
since we have 2 ladies here, does that exist? Does that exist? Because there was some on who didn't agree. They feel like, oh, this is not true.
No,
What's
a
not
lot of
true?
young
It
girls
exists.
do that.
Mad young
Yeah.
girls do
Girls
that.
do it, no. Some
Girls do that in the club
I mean-
24/7. I know girls who leave a wallet and go to the club knowing they gonna get free
If
drinks.
I was a girl, I would never pay for
Me
drinks.
too.
It's so funny
go.
because I hear that shit all the time. But I don't take free drinks easily in
That's
the club.
because you're a
Bullshit.
respectable person.
Bullshit shit. Yeah.
That's because you are a respectable.
Don't offer me to
If
motherfucker
I
drink
was
that
a
easy.
woman, I wouldn't pay for shit in the club.
No,
Fuck
I mean,
that.
I'm gonna say this. Maybe I have. I don't know, but I feel like I think that's a young girl thing to do.
Yeah.
Meaning
Probably
like
is.
because me, I don't want to like I'm not pressed for food to the point that I'm gonna go out with someone that I don't even fucking like or
My-
I'm repulsed by.
My
Some
time
girls
is
be-
too fucking
Like,
valuable.
why?
Some girls
I got
be
shit to do.
repulsed by these dudes and they just going out for a free meal. Like, Ma, you are pressed.
You really
You
pressed.
pressed for a meal?
Yo, you really
Word.
pressed.
You can't afford
You
that
pressed for this Philippe's?
That's OG,
Philippe's?
yeah.
Just be
You
like
gonna
this.
lower your morals for some Philippe's?
Just to say I was at Philippe's.
For the gram?
And
For
then
the gram.
ends a post
PF
it.
Chang.
PF
For the
Chang's.
gram. Damn, see?
Towel.
And that's whack, though.
That is mad whack.
Like, do you know they
I
sell
do
that
it
shit
back.
in
I
the
don't
freezer
care.
section and Stop and Shop, bitch? Stop.
Cheesecake Factory.
I don't care. I
Look.
Listen, I would split a bill all day. We splitting this? All right, cool.
You split a bill on the first date?
Oh
Yes.
shit,
Yes, why not?
that's real.
On the first date?
The only time I don't split a
But
bill
you
is
know
when
what?
I asked you out.
If I ever go on a
True.
date, I intend to pay my half. Because I also don't want you to think that, like, first and foremost, I ain't obligated
No,
to
me
shit.
Take you on a
personally,
date.
Hold up. I can pay my half.
You can pay
No.
your
I can pay for what the fuck
I
I
only pay half on like guys that I know I don't like that. So I'm not trying to use. I mean, like we going out. Maybe you might like me, but I know for a fact I don't like you like
So
that.
then why
So
go
I don't
out?
want you because it's just like
Yeah,
I might
like-
say
But
that.
do you tell him that? Do you
Yeah,
like,
I might
don't really
say
fuck
that.
with you
He's
like that, but we just
insisting.
gonna hang out.
No, but he's a lot of times.
Oh, they
you
go
know how
hard. He
y'all
go
are.
hard.
Y'all-
Yeah, I know.
He's
I got it.
insisting. No, he's
mad
insisting
funny.
for the date, and then after
Yeah.
a while, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go on the date, but you know, I don't know if we had a
Nah, I
bar.
feel you.
If you buy around, I'm gonna buy
buy
around.
around.
That, like,
So
and
you
that's,
know,
that's
dude,
legit
it's-
how it is.
Listen,
See
We
what's
homies.
happening here.
We're
It's
homies.
happening.
You got around, I got around.
this
You
the
know
little
what I'm saying?
tells though. Like I've gone to bars with girls and they'd be like, "Oh, let's get drinks." I'd be like, "All right."
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, and then the drinks would come out and they'll look at me like, "Yo, you go. Who opened in the tab?" I'd be
Yeah,
like,
they
"Oh."
offer to go get drinks and
Yeah.
Me, I'll never do that.
If I'm an offer, I'm
Yeah.
going to pay.
Yeah,
If
I'll
I'm
come.
offering,
let's be
I
clear.
come from
I
that
tell,
school.
if I
That's
tell
why
a girl like, "Yo, let's go out," I'm gonna pay because I can't.
But that's
I
boss
asked you.
chick shit to me. That's
Yeah.
why I say I feel like it's a boss chick thing because certain women, yeah, I've not ever really been that bold to be, even if I knew the guy was paying. I'm not gonna just like, yo, let's go get drinks, and then just like wait for you to magically
To pay and shit.
then just feel like uncomfortable or some shit. Like
Yeah,
women do a lot of
anomalies in
shit
the
for.
Matrix.
Yeah, man.
I don't got time for that,
I
yo.
think they realize how unicorn they are.
Yeah.
Y'all some unicorns.
That's the boss chick shit.
Because
yo.
You know,
That's
it's a
what-
it's a boss man thing
I-
too. To
I
say,
be- like it's a point to let you know that I don't need you.
To say, yo, you got half.
But if you're pursuing and I actually like you and you went,
even then I'm paying for my shit.
Not me.
No, but you know what? Like it's again a matter of perspective because I think as a human being, my thing is always to let somebody know that like I will work for my shit.
Yeah,
and I guess men too.
If I want to go out to eat, I'm gonna pay for that shit. I will.
I'm with you.
We also see if you go for it. Like, if you go
even
for
if
it.
you like
we test it. We
test that.
We test that. Because that's what makes you know if you're going to get this next date or not, too. For me, if you...
We know why, too.
And I ain't going to be no... But all the while it's a test. Like, it might be a test for your ass, too, though.
I know.
But, the first day is always testing both sides. Both sides. So.
I'm testing all day.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys who... And I thought this was whack. I'm like, girls are really like this? Like... One of my homeboys, he was dealing with this girl for mad long. And he's like, yo, she never, like for like a couple years. Like how she never bought like a gift at all? She never got you nothing.
For him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, he rocked out for that long?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, I guess she was just.
And not getting anything? A gift? Not even like a
birthday gift?
A birthday high five?
What was the? What
I mean, he
the
was a street guy. He probably was
Maybe
doing
she
his
had
own thing, but
maybe she had a different idea or definition of what gift
no,
was.
because some women do feel entitled.
Like,
no, women.
Nah. Some
maybe
women do feel entitled.
She had a different idea of what gift was.
Yeah, that's true.
Is what I mean.
Maybe
Oh, you hitting this? You must be hating.
Maybe you hitting it. That's another thing. You got to bring way more than just cootie to the table. I'll be like, listen.
Oh man,
that shit is a dime a dozen. I'm sorry. What?
No, I'm man. Like you're right.
Oh yeah, that's facts. Girls think like, because they breaking you off that they get the. I'm like, listen, girl, I could dead ass get broken off for free.
As he said that shit, that's the song. You know, I was listening to that video the other day.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, nah, I'm with it though.
Nah, nigga.
I was
wow. Damn.
Damn, CQ, come on, Q.
See, she said no. See, that's what I'm saying.
You ain't
Not
shit.
breaking off.
No, McCray is like the brother. Come on, man.
You ain't shit too. Don't try to forget that.
You are.
You just left me hanging.
Come on,
You're
McCray.
done.
No, I
You're
didn't.
done. As you
I
say.
didn't leave
Are
you
you
hanging.
done? Are you freaking done?
You're done.
You're done. You're done. No. You're done. No.
You're done. No. That was fucked up, isn't it? Fucked up, bruv.
Listen, all I know is I'm quick to say, let's split this. I don't have, because that's not shameful to me.
But you know,
It's
that's a
shameful.
topic of conversation with the friends too, right? When
It's
a
so
person
good.
says it,
I don't even care about her friends.
You got your hair?
Yeah, I don't care what her friends think. I don't give a damn.
Because I've been at many of been a part of many of conversations where somebody been like, "Oh, you got 20 on us?"
Yo, you got a dog? Listen, if I'm
it's not wrong with going Dutch.
Yeah,
no, me neither.
I wouldn't Dutch on my first date.
Yo, you know what's so? Yo, me and my
Wait,
girl,
what is going
me and my girl do Dutch now.
That's splitting the bill.
Okay.
We legit go
Pretty
Dutch
much.
now. Like we go to brunch
Stop
every
fucking
weekend, and she dead whip her card out every weekend, and we split it.
You're damn
What's
right.
What's the big deal?
Okay.
It is what it is.
But then sometimes you like, nah, babe, I got this.
Nah.
No? What? Why
no,
not?
we split it because I do that on other things.
Okay.
Like I'm the dude who pull up and then your cable bill got paid because I just seen it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It don't
Because you added the motherfucking ESPN package, nigga.
I don't even like ESPN package. That's at my crib now. But yeah, like stuff like that.
Okay.
It's just like
It's a give and take.
It's just like that's just what we do. We go to brunch, we split it, we out. I pay for other things, but it's just like the mere assumption that it's just going to happen is what's crazy to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I don't
real.
think it's a
and
it's
there's
a
a lot of people who live with that.
Well, you know
assumption.
why? Because the old school thing is like being courted.
Yes.
So if a woman's being courted, though,
But
she's not really coming out of
But
pocket.
In
but
this
the
day
idea of
and
being
age-
courted hasn't been redefined in a
And it's
meaningful
changed.
way.
It has to be
It
redefined.
has to be.
It's
I feel like
changed
it
over
needs
the
to be
years.
because courtship was different, right?
This is a good
Back
topic
in the day,
for us to do a live
it
joint
would be.
brunch type thing.
Yo, we got to do that.
Courtship
Yeah.
was about like women like
Brunch.
when courtship was really popular, women
Courtship
weren't
brunch.
like working. The real job, and it's not that they weren't working.
That's
The
true, no,
real
they
job
just
for
weren't making
women
money.
were to like stay home and take care of the home.
That's fact.
Now that we're speaking about like equal place in the work field and like having
Equality.
and don't get me wrong, like there's like in many ways I do feel like women take like a lot of the burden, especially if you're a working mom. Like and you're paying for half of the household, but then you got to carry the kid for 9 months.
No, I think you
there's a lot there that you do.
But carrying
However,
the kid for 9 months is not a choice. It's not. That's
Nah, we just ain't discovered
it's
like
not
another way yet.
No, it's just not. It's
Fuck
not
that,
a,
man.
it's
What
just
you
not a
saying
choice.
right now?
And I ain't gonna hold
Shit.
you.
If that's
I
what
bet
we got
Mr. Nose with
listen,
cancer, your
that's
ass
what I'm
is
about to
carrying a
say.
baby
Hold
now.
on, let me tell you right now, too.
Right.
I think y'all want that to be that way because niggas will be trying to hoop and shit and be chilling with the bros.
Wait, why you like? Wait,
Niggas be
7 months
We the
pregnant?
big extent.
Niggas be 7 minutes for
Let
something.
me
Where
stay
we at?
active.
Where we at, bro?
Like, son, you can't play, son.
Wait, what wasn't it a show on like? Didn't Bill Cosby do a show?
Yeah,
Bill
when
Cosby
the
do a
man
show
got
when the man got
And
pregnant?
he had a hoagie.
Yeah, it'd be
Yep.
crazy. What you want?
On
Oh,
that,
it was Ghost. It was Ghost Dad or some shit like that.
no, I think it
Now
was
it was the Cosby Show.
Oh, was it the Cosby
Episode,
Show? Okay,
Him,
never mind.
Elvin.
And on that note of
For some
stopping
reason
it with Cosby, we'll just say
Bill Cosby.
episode
That's my
50.
guy.
50-50.
Episode Dutch.
50-50.
Quick plug. I watched the entire season of David Makes Man, and it's a really good show, you guys.
Might have to watch that.
Okay.
It's a really, and when I say really good show, one, there's a lot of people who would pull back because they're tired of like the same types of stories, but the angle and the way that the show was shot,
It's
it
on
really
Netflix,
captured.
right?
No, it's on OWN,
Okay.
or it could be on Netflix, but I'm not sure.
Shout
I'm
out
getting
to
it
the-
confused with another Netflix.
Shout out to
David
the best
Makes
rapper
Man.
out,
Yeah,
Russ.
but the way they capture like human emotion in that show is like, it's really nice. It's really good. Watch that shit.
I might
It's
have to
good.
watch that.
Speaking of, let's do some shout outs. Some shout outs.
Oh,
Anybody want to shout out?
okay. Who you
I don't
Shout out to my motherfucking woes. That's all, younger man.
Oh, nice.
Again, shameless plug. My man doing a show at House of Yes with Diesel on the 26th of November.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Shameless plug.
Getting shout out to my pops. Today's his birthday.
Word.
You know.
Libras.
Your
Shout out
dad.
to them Giants getting their ass whipped, Pops.
Nah, shout out to my Giants. I fuck with my Giants.
Yeah. Fuck
I'm
outta
all
here.
New York teams.
Fuck
man.
out of here, Danny Dimes.
All New York teams. Damn, you,
Outside of the
you
Lakers.
live a rough life.
The
Also,
Giants is alright.
They be all right.
shout out to Neurophones. I just purchased these headphones. They're like amazing. Shout out to Neuro. Yeah.
Are they
yo.
black on?
I don't know.
No, these are though. Shout out to Raycon.
Raycon.
Get
Raycon.
your Ray.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Owned by
Shout out
Ray
to
J.
Raycon, but I also heard Rain say that shit broke in less than 4 months. So get your shit together.
Yeah, so I'm not
Hashtag
shouting
just
out
saying.
merchandise that. Yeah.
We gonna support black business, but we gonna hold you accountable too.
I mean,
Come on,
they're
Raycon.
clear. They're clear, and they are black owned.
Come on, Ray Ray. But yeah.
See, this is what black people do.
Come on, Ray
Now
Ray.
he's Ray Ray.
I like Ray Ray. I like
But
Ray
you
Ray.
rocking Nerf phones.
I like Neurophones because they popping.
Okay.
But
All
hold
right.
on, I rock Beats too. That was black owned, wasn't it? At once upon a time before he sold it.
It was never black owned.
It wasn't it.
It was
A little
black
bit?
produced.
It was black promoted.
It was black-
Promoted.
Darn it.
Never black
Sorry,
owned.
Dr. J. I tried.
It's like 1%.
He got his cut.
$1 billion. Episode 50.
Yeah.
50.
50.
50. Episode David Robinson.
Not to be confused with 50.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the Spurs. Shout
Not
out
to be confused.
shout out to the most exciting basketball team in the world, the San Antonio Spurs.
Episode Going Dutch.
Going Dutch.
Going
Go
Dutch.
Half on the baby.
We out of here, bruv.
Peace, bro.
Peace, bruv.
You know, I'm actually Dutch.
You
I could be considered.
Considered Dutch.
For real?
Based
I
on.
think so.
Is that based on your? Did you do what's that? What's that?
that in
Ancestry?
Yeah, Ancestry.com told you that.
How are you Dutch?
That's where you were born?
No, I just said just based off of where I was born, I could be considered Dutch. It depends on which part.
Because you were born in Germany, right? Yeah, you are. You
Technically.
yeah.
Germans are Dutch?
Yeah.
No, Dutch is like
No,
Amsterdam.
Germans aren't Dutch.
Germans
there
aren't
are
Dutch.
some Germans who are Dutch, but Germans aren't Dutch, right?
No,
No, there are some
Dutch
Germans
is like
that are Dutch.
Sweden.
But
But don't they call Dirk Nowitzki the Duncan
countries in
Dutchman?
Germany
Or is that the other
Deutsch.
one?
Deutsch.
Rick
Deutsch.
They
The
could be.
Deutsch.
They could be in Germany.